My God, of course. That's who she was with on Saturday. Working at Sunshine Desserts, are we? No wonder she didn't want to tell me. And I think we all know who she was with on Saturday, don't we? Sorting papers, my foot. Right.
I just wanted to thank you, Elizabeth, for helping me to sort my papers on Saturday. Oh, no, not at all. I may have some more papers to sort next Saturday. Time! Reggie!
Morning, CJ.
Sit down, Reggie.
No, thank you, CJ.
New chairs.
I'd rather stand, CJ.
Japanese, small but silent.
Ha! It's about Elizabeth, CJ.
Let's not be hasty.
She's here.
I know.
She's working here.
I know.
And she spent Saturday with a man.
Did she?
And we all know who that man is, don't we, CJ?
Do we?
Well, CJ, I want her sacked. And as for the man...
Careful, Reggie. Tony's only a young man.
If I may be allowed to finish, CJ. As for the man I was about to say, I think he ought to... Tony? Tony who?
Tony Webster. I assume you are referring to Tony Webster.
No, I'm Tony Webster.
He is her boss, and secretaries usually fall in love with their bosses, or so I've heard anyway. No secretary of mine has ever fallen in love with her boss.
Imagine not, CJ. Tony Webster, CJ?
Oh, I don't want to put ideas into your head, Reggie, but I have heard about his appetites.
His appetites?
Only rumour, of course, but you know what they say. There's no smoke without the worm turning.
What appetites, CJ?
Well, let us say his liking for older women.
Yeah?
Not that your wife is an older woman, exactly.
But he's always cheating after dolly birds.
A front. I didn't get where I am today without recognising a front when I see one. No, far be it from me to spread malicious gossip, but I have caught them in compromising positions.
Compromising positions, CJ?
He dictating and she taking notes at opposite ends of the office.
What's compromising about that, CJ?
Suspiciously unsuspicious. Another front. I didn't get where I am today without recognising another front when I see one. No, Tony Webster's the man. Or I am the ticket attendant in a Yugoslavian nudist colony.
Tony Webster's the man. Good Lord, thank you very much, CJ. Tony Webster.
Who did you think it was?
Oh, I thought it was somebody different.
Who?
Well, I thought, well, you'll laugh at this, when I tell you. But at least I hope you'll laugh. But I thought it was you.
Me?
I thought you were falling in love with Elizabeth, CJ. Ridiculous.
Impossible.
Absolutely out of it. Thank you very much. Tony Webster, CJ. Right, thank you very much.
Careful, Reggie. We aren't one of those dreadful firms where the boss is always right. I could be wrong.
No, CJ, you're not wrong. You're absolutely right. Thank you very much indeed, CJ. Very good, CJ. Very silent and very small. Tony Webster, let's see that.
Hello, Reggie.
Swine!
What's he done to you?
He hit me! Huh?
Oh, Reggie! You've got two black eyes.
I know. I'm afraid I made a bit of a fool of myself, darling. I suspected you of having an affair, so I asked Mr. Pelham for the day off from the piggery, and I told him my auntie was ill, and I followed you to work. And, of course, you're working at Sunshine Desserts, darling.
I know.
So I thought, Sunshine Desserts. I thought Sunshine Desserts. I thought, I know she's having an affair with C.J. So I confronted C.J. in his office, and of course, it's not C.J. He said, no, Tony Webster and his appetite. Apparently Tony Webster's got his appetite. And he prefers older women. Not the children, older women, Johnny. So I confronted Tony Webster, and I said, how dare you think of my wife as an older woman?
You didn't pick a fight with him.
Yes, you should see what he looks like, darling.
Look at you.
I found out, of course, it wasn't Tony Webster either. I mean, you told me all those lies just because you were working at Sunshine Desserts, darling.
Well, I'm sorry. I won't lie to you anymore.
I know, darling. Who were you working with on Saturday?
The firm's Luxembourg representative. He's rented a flat in Godalming.
I'm sorry, I suspected you of having an affair, darling.
Oh, that's all right, darling. You know, last year, when I was in Worthing, I thought you were having an affair with Joan.
An affair with Joan? Oh, did you really? Good Lord. An affair? Did you really?
You weren't, were you?
Heavens. No, indeed, I wouldn't have a chance of me if I think, darling. Have an affair at Sunshine Desserts. I mean, you never get a minute yourself. CJ's in, and what do you know yourself? And where else could we meet? I mean, not here, because you're always here, aren't you, darling? Except at the odd weekend when you go to Worthing to see your mother. And even, yeah, no, still can't see her. And even then, I mean, on one occasion when she was able to slip round for a couple of hours on Sunday morning, we would hardly got to, when there was Tom and Mark and Linda downstairs knocking...
Downstairs? So, where were you?
I was sort of upstairs.
Upstairs?
Yes, pardon? Yes, sort of up.
And Joan?
Joan, she was sort of up.
How sort of? In a bed?
Good heavens, no, darling, certainly not, no. No, not in the bed, sort of on.
And what were you going to do when you sort of got Joan sort of upstairs, sort of in a bed?
I suppose, no, sort of on a bed. I suppose we were going to, as it were. But we didn't, as it were, because, as I say, we didn't get an opportunity because Tom and Linda and Mark and...
Downstairs?
Downstairs, yes. And in any case, darling, I realised in the end I didn't want to. And then, now don't hit me, darling, because I've already got 2 black eyes.
Come in the office a moment, will you, old son? Come in. Sit down. Sweep those old copies of VAT News on the floor. You seem to rubbed your auntie up the wrong way.
What arm is that, Mr. P?
When you took yesterday off, you said your auntie was ill.
Oh, yeah, sorry, that arm, yeah.
Yes, that auntie. But she appears to have given you 2 black eyes.
Yes, yeah, it's a bit sad about her, really. She's going a bit dear lally. I think she's convinced she's Joe Bugner.
When did Joe Bugner ever give anybody 2 black eyes? Listen, I've heard a thing or two about you. Your full name is Reginald Perrin. You worked at Sunshine Desserts. You left your clothes on the beach, came back in disguise and married your wife again.
Well, yeah.
Is that what you can say? Well, yeah.
Well, yeah.
Look, you're middle management. All this, well, yeah, chief, governor, bit taters this morning, squire, gubbins you come up with, it's a load of old cobblers.
Yes, I'm afraid it is a load of old cobblers.
Yes, I'm afraid there is a germ of truth in what you say, Mr. Perrin.
You're taking me for a ride.
Again, protestations would be to no avail. I thought if I told you the truth, you wouldn't employ me.
I don't like being taken for a ride. You're sacked.
Thank you, Mr. Perrin.
Here's a week's pay in lieu.
Thank you, Mr. Pelham. I'm sorry.
The pigs liked you too, that's the pig. Porkers that were ailing became healthy at your touch.
I was the Florence Nightingale of the swill, Mr. Perrin.
Too right, Reg, too right. The wife's dead, Reg.
I'm sorry.
Yes, she stepped in front of a bus.
I'm sorry.
7 years ago. She'd only gone to Mac Fisheries to get some fin and haddock. I said we should have had pork. The boy's a lout. If I had my way, he'd be in those sties and my pigs would be at the gravel lane secondary modern. I don't make friends easily, but I liked you, Reg.
I liked you too, Mr. Pelham.
I don't like being deceived, that's all. I have my pride. Reg.
Yes, Mr. Pelham.
You can say goodbye to the pigs if you want.
I'd rather not, Mr. Pelham. It might break my heart.
Bye-bye, Reg.
TTFN, Gov.
Sit down. Tony, you've got 2 black eyes.
I know, CJ.
Careful, Tony. I didn't get Brian today by having 2 black eyes.
I'm sure you didn't.
Madam, let's have her in.
Great. Super.
It's not great or super. It's very sad.
Sorry, CJ.
Come! Right, Elizabeth. Thank you. Sit down, Elizabeth. Now then. David! Did you dictate a letter to Elizabeth last week on the subject of soggy sponges?
I did, CJ. Sorry, Elizabeth.
There's no need to be sorry.
Sorry, CJ.
Well, what did you say in your letter?
I said something like, Dear sir, I am sorry. Sorry, CJ, but I was sorry. I'm sorry to hear of your complaint about soggy sponges in our frozen trifles. We have received no complaints of other items deficient in the manner you describe, viz. Sogginess of the sponges, and I would respectfully suggest that there must have been some error in the storing or unthawing of the article or articles in question.
It's a great letter, David. Your best yet.
Thank you, Tony.
Now, will you read out what Elizabeth actually typed, signed, and sent?
Yes. Sorry, Elizabeth. Sorry, CJ. Dear sir, thank you for your complaint about our soggy sponges. It makes the 11th this week. The explanation is simple. Frankly, our sponges are soggy. The fault lies in your customers for buying overpriced, oversweet, unhealthy, synthetic rubbish.
Did you write that, Elizabeth?
Yes?
Why?
It's the truth.
We wouldn't last a week if we told the truth. I didn't get where I am today by telling the truth.
I'm sure you didn't, CJ.
All right, Tony. All right, David. I'll deal with this.
Sorry, CJ.
You both handled this very well.
Great. Super. Sorry, CJ.
I'm sorry, Bunny.
You mustn't call me Bunny here.
Oh, sorry, CJ.
What's de rigueur in Godalming could be hors d'oeuvre in head office.
Quite right, Bunny. CJ.
I enjoyed your visit to Godalming, Elizabeth. Sitting there, quietly, peacefully watching you sorting papers. And then I heard this morning that Mrs. CJ had broken her leg in Luxembourg. I nearly cried with joy. Well, that may sound heartless, but it's not a serious fracture. And the scenery of the Upper Moselle is renowned for its beauty and variety. I foresaw a summer of Saturdays sorting papers. And then you do this. You're a beautiful woman, Elizabeth.
Thank you, CJ.
You're a charming woman, Elizabeth.
Thank you, CJ.
You're sacked, Elizabeth.
Thank you, CJ.
Hiya, darling. Have a nice day at the office?
No. Have a nice day at the piggery.
No, I've been sacked.
What? I was just going to say that.
I've been sacked?
Yes.
Good Lord, how on earth did you know?
No, what, Reggie?
That I've been sacked?
No, I was going to say that I've been sacked.
Ah. Oh, you've been sacked?
Yes, I've been sacked.
We've both been. It's not funny, darling. Mr. Pelham found out who I was. Why were you sacked?
I typed a letter wrongly.
Well, dear sir, thank you for your complaint about our soggy oh. That's disgraceful, darling. You mustn't send letters like that.
Both sacked on the same day. We're at a very low ebb, Reggie.
Yes, indeed we are.
We're going to have to pull together if we're going to get out of it.
Yep, you're right, darling. Absolutely right.
From now on, we've got to decide to do everything together, jointly, as a team.
Right, absolutely right.
And the first thing that we've got to do is to find a job that we can do together.
Yes, you're right, darling. You're absolutely right.
Go out and buy the evening papers, will you?
Right, darling. Oh, a sweetened, unhealthy rubbish. Very good, very good.
Linda. It's your mother. Mother, dear, remember? Listen, can you and Tom come round for a drink this evening? Oh, fine. And listen, bring a bottle of your nettle wine. Never mind why. I can't explain now. Now, listen, I don't want you to be surprised at anything I do or say. Never mind why. Your father's got a surprise coming to him.
All right, they should be here any minute now.
Now, Reggie, you won't be rude to Tom, will you?
Rude to Tom? What do you mean? Of course, I'm never rude to Tom.
Oh, you're always rude to Tom.
All right, I'll make a great effort tonight not to be rude to Tom. Is that Tom? Yeah, that's a good start, isn't it? Hello, darling. Tom, how nice to see you. Come in.
There we are.
Oh, lovely wine. What a surprise. Nettle. Come on.
Hello, Mum.
Oh, hello.
Well, jolly nice to see you, Tom, and how are you?
Oh, fine, thank you, Reggie. You've got two black eyes.
I know.
He knows that, Tom. There's no point in telling him.
Right, nettle wine. Who's for nettle wine?
Oh, I am. I've made my will. Oh, no doubt Tom has many talents that we haven't come across yet, but winemaking isn't one of them.
Darling, don't be rude. I'm looking forward to Tom's nettle wine. I love nettle wine.
How did you get your black eyes, Dad?
A porker ran amok.
I'm not a pig person.
I don't know.
Darling, really?
Well, cheers, everybody.
Cheers. Thank you, Tom. Yeah. Lovely.
Repulsive.
Darling, really? Don't be so insulting. Tom comes round here out of the goodness of his heart to share his nettle wine, which is surprisingly good, although I should say surprisingly, I really don't know, Tom. It really is very good. And all you do is sit there and insult him.
It's all right, Reggie. I know neither of you like me.
No, that's not true, Tom.
Yes, it is.
No, Dad, if Mum feels like that, then let her get it off her chest.
No, we're very attached to Tom.
The only thing that's very attached to Tom is his straggly moustache.
Really?
You always used to call him a pompous twit.
That's true, Dad. And when he had a beard, you used to call him a bearded prig.
Yes, I know, but that was only for fun. It was only a joke. Tom knows that, but your mother appears to be serious.
Well, yes, I am. He was a bearded prig, and now he's a pompous twit.
Well, the bearded prig has heard enough, and the pompous twit is going to leave. I'm not staying here to be insulted behind my back.
I'm sorry.
Oh, Tom, oh, Mum, I better go and explain to him. Bye, Dad.
Explain what? Somebody explain it. What exactly is... What is all this about, darling? Come on. I mean, you go to work at Sunshine Desserts, you have assignations on a Saturday, you type stupid letters, you're extremely rude to Tom, and people just don't behave like that, darling.
Exactly.
Life's a little more serious than that, you know.
Exactly. I was just trying to show you how you used to behave. Life is serious, Reggie. We can't go on like this.
I see. Oh, so all this was just to teach me a lesson, was it?
Yes.
Oh, I see. All right. From now on, I'll be serious.
Good. Now, how much money have we got?
Less than £200,000.
As much as that?
Oh, £199,000 less.
Reggie.
All right, yes, all right. I'll be serious, darling. The only thing I would... Oh, God, this nettle wine is dreadful. It stings.
Reggie?
Yes?
Now, why don't we open a shop?
Oh, what a good idea. Yes.
And we could make things to sell in our shop.
We could make things to sell in us. Oh, now that is a good... Now, you're a genius. Why don't I think of these things? Oh, well, that's it. Our problems are over. We're practically millionaires. Make what, darling? Oh, well, that's a small detail. I'm sure we'll think of something. Yes, something will turn up, eh? Yes. That it has. There, now then. That is what is known as fate, my darling. Fate. There you are. It is fate.
Oh, hello, Jimmy.
It is not fate, it is Jimmy.
Hello, big sister. How's tricks? Hello, Reggie.
Hello, Jimmy.
You've got two black eyes.
I know.
I hear you've both been sacked.
I know.
Bad luck.
Yes. Scotch, Jimmy.
Oh, shouldn't really on your beam ends, thanks.
Yes, both sacked. There we are.
Oh, no, just the one for me, really. Thanks. Yeah. I know things are awkward. I wouldn't ask normally, but...
We've got some scrag end of lamb.
Scrag end, top hole. Bit of veg, if it's going.
Oh, it'll be going all right.
Odd sprout. Cheese, butter, bacon, eggs. Fact is, a bit of a cock-up on the catering front.
food, decoy, get big sister out of the way. Got a job for you. Interested?
What sort of job, Jimmy?
Can't tell you. Hush, hush.
I can't very well take a job, Jimmy, unless I know what it is.
Not time or place. I'll meet you Thursday week.
Right. Where?
Can't tell you. Classified.
It's going to be a bit difficult to find you, Jimmy, if I don't know where to go.
Good point.
My bedsitter.
My bedsitter, 1,200 hours Thursday week. Chap I want you to meet.
Really? Who? I know, it's a secret.
And don't breathe a word to Elizabeth.
There aren't many words I could breathe.
Offer of a job, pretty welcome, I think. May save your bacon.
If not my scrag end of lamb. Jimmy, as this is all a decoy, you really needn't take the food with you after all.
Oh, bet I had. Don't want her thinking she's gone on an abortive mission.
Thanks.
It's not much of a place, but lifetime in army, bit of a greenhorn in Civvy Street. But stay for lunch.
Yes, fine, thank you, Jimmy, yes.
Scrag end of lamb, sprouts, cheese.
God, it'll all be off by now.
Sounds lovely, Jimmy.
Fancy a whiskey?
Yes, please do, yes.
So do I. Wish I had some. Cock up on the liquid refreshment front.
Well, who's this mysterious colleague of yours you want me to meet?
Better you don't know.
It's going to be rather difficult not to guess who he is when I meet him, isn't it, Jimmy?
Aren't going to. Wants to remain in background till we're sure of you.
Well, what are we planning to do? Rob a train? Invade Poland?
Something I want to show you.
Oh, I see you still keep a bed-pack army style, Jimmy.
A habit of a lifetime. Old soldiers die hard.
Yes, old habits never die. They only fade away.
Exactly.
Dead mouse. Fascinating. I am glad you asked me over, Jimmy. The tension rises. Khaki chamber pot. We are going to invade Poland.
Yeah, here we are. Hey, give me a hand, will you, Reggie?
Yeah.
You got it?
That's it. Good God.
You know what those are?
Rifles? Who on earth are these for, Jimmy?
Army equipped to fight for Britain when the balloon goes up.
What army? What balloon? Up what? Fight against whom? Come on, Jimmy. Who are you going to fight against when this balloon of yours goes up?
Forces of anarchy, wreckers of law and order.
I see.
Communists, Maoists, Trotskyists, neo-Trotskyists, crypto-Trotskyists, union leaders, communist union leaders.
I see.
Atheists, agnostics, long-haired weirdos, short-haired weirdos, vandals, hooligans, football supporters, namby-pamby probation officers, rapists, papist rapists, foreign surgeons, head shrinkers who ought to be locked up, Wedgwood Ben, keg bitter, punk rock, glue sniffers, play for today, squatters, Clive Jenkins, Roy Jenkins, up everybody's, Chinese restaurants. Why do you think Windsor Castle is ringed with Chinese restaurants?
Is that all?
Yes.
I see. You realise the sort of people you're going to attract, don't you, Jimmy? Thugs, bully boys, psychopaths, sack policemen, security guards, sack security guards, racialists, packy bashers, queer bashers, chink bashers, tasher bashers, anybody bashers, rear admirals, queer admirals, vice admirals, fascists, neo-fascists, crypto-fascists, loyalists, neo-loyalists, crypto-loyalists.
You really think so? I thought support might be difficult. Well, Reggie, are you with us?
I certainly am not. I've never heard such absolute... It is all rubbish. It is absolute and utter rubbish. Not only that, Jimmy, it is neo-rubbish and crypto-rubbish. Rubbish. Rubbish. Rubbish! Jimmy, thank you very much indeed.
Well, what for?
Can't tell you. Hush, hush. Not time or place.
Rubbish! Grot!
I haven't the faintest idea what you're talking
The
about.
name of our shop, darling.
What shop?
The shop where we sell our rubbish.
What rubbish?
The rubbish we sell in our shop.
What shop?
Grot!
Reggie, I haven't the faintest idea
Darling,
what you're talking
you were
about.
so right about a shop. I plan to make and sell rubbish.
Reggie, Reggie, what do you mean?
I plan to make things which are of no value whatsoever and sell them in our shop at great prices to people who will find them of no possible use whatsoever.
Stop being silly.
No, darling, I mean it.
Well, I thought that was all over. You said you'd be serious. You promised you'd be serious about
I
these
did, and I am. Darling, what do you want me to do? Be utterly conventional again? I've spent 25 years of my life being utterly conventional. Do you think we've gone through all we've gone through for me to start being conventional all over again? What do you want me to do? Make bulldog clips? Perrin's epitaph at a country churchyard. Here lies Reginald Perrin. He made 793,645,755,735,842 bulldog clips. And they were all exactly the same.
No, but not rubbish. I mean, people will soon realise that it's rubbish.
Yes, because they will know all along, darling. That is the whole point. There'll be a notice in the window saying everything in this shop is guaranteed absolutely useless. Whole new concept of selling. We sell Tom's wine, Dr. Snurd's pictures of the Algarve, your steak and kidney puds. You say, well, all rubbish, you see.
Oh, Reggie!
No, come on, darling, it'll be fun. We'll give the world a run for its money.
That's what I'm afraid of. We'll give it a run for our money.
Oh, darling, we'll make a fortune. I promise you. You wait and see. G-R-O-T, grot.
Rubbish.
Exactly.
Aren't you, Martin?
Oh, wonderfully happy, darling. Yes. No, I'm not. I'm miserable. Fed up with being Martin Wellborn, having to behave differently, talk differently.
Yeah, umbrella.
Oh, thanks, my little sweetheart.
Briefcase?
Thanks, my little sweetheart.
Don't look in the mirror. Reggie used to do that.
Have a good day at the office.
I will. I hate Martin Wellborn. Morning, Miss Greengrass.
Good morning, Mr. Wellborn.
Don't throw the umbrella.
17 minutes late, defective bogey at Earlsfield. Dictation time, Miss Greengrass, to the
Don't look at her legs, that belongs to Reggie.
To the principal of the College of Industrial Psychology, Initiative House, Steeple, Bumstead. Dear sir, thank you for your kind inquiry regarding the Reginald Perrin Memorial Foundation. The purpose of the legs is to keep the employees...
Legs, Mr.
I'm sorry, Mr. I mean, the purpose of the foundation is to keep the legs happy and therefore efficient. We have regular policy discussions between workers and management. I have a monthly chat with each employee. Everyone fills in detailed questionnaires. There are outings, societies, and lunchtime concerts and our new social centre, the Pudding Club. Furthermore, may I say that come in.
Sorry, I wasn't sure whether I heard you say come in or not, so I thought if you didn't, I'd better not. And if you did, you'd say it again, and I could always come in then.
Yes. Do sit down, David.
I'll get you coffee.
Super.
Well, David, time for our little monthly chat, eh?
Yes.
Yes. How are things in the world of ice cream?
Super. I'm enjoying working on the new Nut Whirl range immensely.
Oh, good. That is splendid news. And I hear you've joined the Sunshine Singers.
Yes. I'm becoming much more... Well, I suppose it's not for me to say. Maybe I'm not.
Much more what?
Self-confident.
Yeah.
Well, I think I'm much more... What can I say? How can I put it?
Decisive?
Yes.
Yes. And how about the redecoration of your office? Did you get the scab?
Scab?
The selection of colour scheme advisory booklet.
Oh, yeah. I couldn't decide whether to choose red for initiative, green for concentration, or blue for loyalty. Which do you think I need more of most? Initiative, concentration, or loyalty?
God. Coffee. Come in!
Morning, Martin. Morning, David. How's it going?
Oh, fine.
Super.
Great. Won't keep you long. Happiness on the increase, Martin. Questionnaires proving helpful.
I hope so.
Great.
Super.
One little thing bothers me. Production is down 1.2%. Any theories?
Everybody's spending too much time filling in questionnaires, selecting colour schemes, having monthly chats and talking to the other side of industry.
Super. Sorry.
There's one other thing. Absenteeism due to sickness is up 3.1%. Well, CJ has got to be told.
Absolutely.
Secret of successful management is the ability to delegate.
Yes.
You tell him, Martin.
Absolutely. Marion, would you, I'd like, excuse me, would you excuse me? Marion, I'd like, no, just excuse me, I'd like to see CJ about the rise in absenteeism due to sickness. Oh, any time this morning? Absent sick. I loathe Martin Wellborn.
Hello, darling. Dry martini.
I hate dry martini.
Lovely.
Have a good day at the office.
Wonderful.
Are you sure you're happy?
Deliriously happy.
Sorry, what did you say?
I said we seem to be on the flight path again today. I wonder who was in that plane. We shall never know. Perhaps a party from the Belgian Licensed Victuallers Association. Eager for cheap sweaters at Marks and Sparks. What's for supper, darling?
Mutton casserole.
Oh, my God.
Yum, yum.
Reggie hated mutton casserole.
Oh, did he really?
He hated dry martini, too.
Well, oh, did he really? But then I'm not Reggie, am I?
No, you're not, are you? Reggie never wanted to go for a walk in the evenings.
But I'm so different from him, darling. God, it's coming off.
What is it?
Oh, yes. Indigestion, darling.
In the face?
Yes. Yes, I keep getting these attacks of indigestion in the face.
Can I help?
No. No, please. I like to be on my own when I get these indigestion face attacks. That's it. Feel better now, darling. Look, I'm sorry about yesterday, but I do hate Martin Wellborn.
Oh, that's all right, Chief. No bones broken. Who is this Martin Wellborn, anyway?
I am.
Come in. Martin.
CJ.
Sit down.
Thank you, CJ.
Don't trust the easy chairs, eh? I don't blame you. I didn't get where I am today trusting the easy chairs.
I have something to tell you, CJ.
Work going well? Keeping everybody's pecker up?
Yes, CJ, yes. CJ, I'm afraid productivity...
How's the lunchtime folk club going?
Oh, very well, CJ. Parker from Flans is singing today.
That man could become a second Dylan Thomas.
Yes, CJ. CJ, I'm afraid
Martin.
productivity... Yes, CJ.
New pictures? Indicative of happiness.
Yes, CJ. The thing is, CJ,
I met
productivity...
the firm's ex-doctor on Saturday, chap called Morrissey. Sound man, salt of the earth, first-class brain. I sacked him once.
Absolutely fascinating, CJ.
I'm giving him his job back. I realise now the importance of loyalty and happiness. Loyalty and happiness, Wilborn!
I'm sorry, CJ, what was that?
I said we seem to be on the flight path again today.
Yeah. Probably the Grenoble Philatelic Society en route for Bourne and Hollingsworth.
Never mind all that. What is it you want, Martin?
Well, CJ, productivity...
Spit it out.
Productivity...
Nice and brief.
Productivity...
Proliferation is the thief of time.
Productivity is down 1.2%, CJ, and absenteeism due to sickness is up 3.1%.
I see.
Yes, and I have analysed all the questionnaires, CJ, and there are a lot of things about the firm a lot of people like a lot.
Good. Splendid. Tickety-boo.
Exactly, CJ. As you quite rightly say, good, splendid...
Tickety-boo.
But there are a few things, CJ. Oh, little things, CJ, that a lot of people dislike rather a lot.
What little things, Martin?
Just little things, CJ. The furniture, the office, the factory, the product, and also, CJ. And you, CJ. They're just.
I see. Mere bagatelles. Wilborn, we mustn't let short-term setbacks obscure the long-term view. Neither Mrs. C.J. nor I has ever let short-term setbacks obscure the long-term view.
I imagine not, C.J.
Results will come. Carry on with the good work.
Thank you, C.J.
Don't forget, in a sense, you are keeping Reggie Perrin alive.
Dictation time, Miss Greengrass. To the location of offices Bureau, South Quay, Tobermory, Mull. Yes, sirs.
Is anything wrong, Mr. Wilborn?
Oh, it's this Reginald Perrin Memorial Foundation. All this business of making everybody happy is making me miserable.
Well, Owen Lewis from Crumples is coming for his monthly chat in 5 minutes.
Is he really? Is he really? How splendid. Good night, Joe.
You're not going home, Mr. Wilborn.
Going home? Of course. But I'd be going home when Owen Lewis from Crumbles is coming for his monthly chat. Good heavens, no. I'm going to see my daughter. And then I'm going home. Miss Greengrass, when I say I'm going to see my daughter, I am Martin Welborn. I'm not going to see my daughter because I, Martin Welborn, do not have a daughter. I am going to see a deceased Reginald Perrin's daughter, who is my stepdaughter. Come in. Ah, Owen.
Martin.
Sit down.
Thank you.
Good night.
Master back her doll. Oh, and stop fighting, both of you.
You see, darling, you're the only person I can talk to about this because you're the only person who knows who I really am.
Oh, well, your secret's safe with me, Dad.
Yes. The only... Oh, God. What's this?
You sat on the aubergine peeler.
On the what?
The aubergine peeler. Tom gave me a set of vegetable knives for Christmas. You get a different tool with each vegetable. There's a parsnip cutter, a courgette slicer...
Well, good, I am relieved. No home should be without its courgette slicer. Oh, darling, you see, the whole... Oh, what's this now?
Oh, sorry, that's Adam's wombat. You see, Tom won't let the children have any toys that are anything to do with violence.
Oh.
Pompous prig.
Jolly good idea. What am I going to do, darling? You see, I want to go back to being Reggie again.
Well, all right. I know.
Yeah?
Martin Welborn can leave all his clothes in a pile on the beach and reappear as Reggie Perrin.
Oh, very amusing. Attend another memorial service and marry your mother for the third time, I suppose. No, darling, you see, what is this?
Sprout.
It is horrible.
1972 wasn't a very good year for sprouts.
Certainly wasn't. Look, darling, you see, what I really wanted to ask was, I was wondering if you could possibly tell your mother who I
no,
am.
Dad, no. If anyone tells her, it's got to be
But
you.
it's not going to be easy, darling. You see, she's grown used to me as I am. I think she prefers me to me.
Oh, she doesn't prefer you to you. She much prefers you.
I think she prefers me. It's going to be a terrible shock for her anyway, isn't it?
Maybe not so much as you think.
Hmm?
Tell her tonight, Dad.
All right, I will. It's silly to be worried about. You really think I ought to tell her?
If you want to, Dad. Now, more sprout wine, it'll give you Dutch courage.
Oh, like Belgian courage. Oh, look, its throat's been cut.
Oh, Adam must have got hold of the aubergine peeler. Tell her tonight,
All
Dad.
right, darling, I will. Oh, God, yes, if I can drink that, I can do anything. Right. I'll see myself out, darling, don't bother.
Okay, Dad, bye.
All right.
Hello, Mum. It's Linda. Your daughter, remember? Well, I know I don't usually ring in the afternoon, but listen, Dad's been round and here's Tom. Oh, and 30 seconds, really? Oh, thank you so much. Goodbye. I've just been ringing Tim, Tom.
Do you usually talk to Tim, Linda?
No, silly of me.
It's the speaking clock, Linda. It isn't the listening clock. It doesn't hear you.
No, silly of me.
What is the time, anyway?
4:15. And 30 seconds. It's time I went for my walk. Hello, Mum. It's Linda. Your daughter, remember? Well, I know I don't usually ring from a call box, but Tom's at home. Well, I'll explain if you'll let me. Listen, there's something I wanted to tell you privately. There's a sinister man outside the phone box. I'm sure he's a breather. What? Oh, no, that's not what I wanted to tell you. No, listen, Mum. Dad's been round, and he's decided to tell you he's Reggie. Well, I thought I'd better ring you so you can be ready to be surprised. I'm sure that man is a breather. Okay, Mum. Yeah, fine. Okay. Bye. Sorry.
No hurry. I'm only going in there to do a spot of heavy breathing.
Dry martini, darling.
Oh, lovely. What's for supper, darling?
Boiled silverside.
I hate boiled silverside.
Yum, yum. Darling.
Yes?
Nothing.
You know, Martin, you've got that look that Reggie used to have sometimes.
Have I? Have I really? Oh, right. Darling, prepare yourself for a shock.
That sounds ominous.
Brace yourself for a surprise, darling.
That sounds even more ominous.
I'm not Martin. I am Reggie.
My God, my God! You're Reggie!
Perrin?
Oh, alive! Oh.
Yes. Feel very nervous, darling.
Oh, no, it's only the family. It's only your lovely daughter and her husband.
Yes, and your lovely brother.
It's not as if my mother was coming.
Oh, yes, your mother. Oh, where is she? I can't see your mother as a hippopotamus anymore.
Oh, well, that's good. Now, you just explain to them exactly what happened.
Yes, why should I be so nervous? It's ridiculous. All I've got to do is say, hello, everybody, I'm not Martin, I'm Reggie. I pretended to commit suicide. I came back in disguise and married Elizabeth for the second time. Of course, absolutely nothing. Oh, my God, they're here. No, you must tell them, darling. I'm going upstairs. I'm sorry.
What's all this mystery?
You'll see.
I don't like mysteries. I'm not a mystery person.
That's true. Oh, I'll get it.
How's Mark's tour of Africa going?
Oh, very well. He's playing No Sex, Please We're British to the Maasai.
Hello, all.
Oh, hello, Jim. Good gracious. What on earth have you done to your thumb?
Bit of a cock-up on the unemployment front. Caught thumb in Labour Exchange Gaol.
Yes. Sorry to hear you've been drummed out of the army, Jimmy.
Defend your country. Army says too old. Push off. No, first thing I did? Went home and pressed my trousers. Adage of old Colonel Warboys. Nothing looks quite as black when your creases are sharp. And mustard for creases, Warboys. Hated the free Poles, no creases. Sorry, talking too much, hogging limelight, nerves. Sorry.
Do you know what you're going to do next?
Yes.
What?
Idle talk costs lives.
Another mystery. It's a mystery for me why you all have so many mysteries.
Yeah, what's all this mystery about? I like a good mystery.
Well, I found out something about Martin tonight.
He's not the monster of the Piccadilly line. Oh. Sorry, I'm called for.
Well, you know, it was really Reggie all the time. Yes. And here he is.
Hello.
Dad!
Yes.
Dad!
Dad. Quite a surprise for you, eh?
Well, I must say...
Oh, must you?
I felt something wrong, couldn't quite place it.
So when we had a memorial service for you, you were still alive.
I was at the service.
I gave 50p.
Oh!
Well, it's the principle.
Here we are, champagne.
Ah, champagne. Better than Sprout wine, eh, Dewey?
Not a champagne walla. Cheers.
Welcome home, Dad.
Yes, welcome.
Thank you. Nice to see you all.
There we are. Umbrella.
Thank you, darling.
Briefcase.
Thank you, darling.
Beard.
Thank you. Oh, moustache. Oh, yes. Oh, thank you, darling. Yeah. Morning, Miss Greengrass.
Morning.
Yes. 17 minutes late, water seeping through the cables at Effingham Junction. There was a lot of Effingham and a good deal of Blandingham. Dictation time, Miss Greengrass.
Right,
to the,
Mr. Perrin.
To the Saucy Calendar Company, Buff Road, Orpington, dear sir. Would you please quote me for 165 saucy calendars to keep our male employees in what can only be called a constant state... In what... You called me Perrin.
Yes.
In what... No, I'm Martin Wellborn, Miss Greengrass.
Oh,
not Joan, please, Come in.
Morning, Martin.
Morning, CJ.
I want you to have a check-up with Doc Morrissey. Keep the old boy occupied on his first morning.
Certainly, CJ.
Idle hands make heavy work, eh, Joan?
Oh, they certainly do, CJ.
Martin?
CJ.
Got lipstick on your face.
Absolutely. What am I saying?
Careful, Martin. I didn't get where I am today by having lipstick on my face.
Certainly not, CJ. Perish the thought, CJ. Sorry, CJ. CJ, please, Jim, please, will you please?
Martin!
Please, yes. Now this, CJ, this is hello again, CJ. This is an experiment, CJ. Thank you, Miss Greengrass, that will do. This is an experiment to keep the employees happy, to keep absenteeism due to sickness at bay. The idea is to be extra friendly, everybody kissing each other every morning. Well, not everybody, only people of the opposite sex.
It's going too far. This isn't British Leyland.
No, CJ, certainly.
I came back to tell you, be extra friendly to Doc Morrissey.
Certainly, CJ. No, Joe, please.
But no kissing. Neither Mrs. CJ nor I has ever kissed all the employees every morning.
I imagine not, CJ. Memo to all departments. Oh, memo to all departments. Joan, when did you realise I was Reggie?
Oh, well, it just sort of came up on me, Mr. Perrin. The way you stared at my legs and sighed and suddenly went home and generally behaved very oddly.
Yes, I see quite.
And then when you said 17 minutes late, defective bogey at Wandsworth.
Yes, Earlsfield, actually. Yes, no, definitely memo to all departments. Come on. Now, members of the Pudding Club have been leaving the premises in a condition which can... Members of the... You're not taking this down.
Oh, I don't feel like it, Mr. Perrin.
Don't you think you ought to call me Mr. Wellborn?
I could always tell CJ or Mr. Perrin, Mr. Wellborn.
Yes, you could, yes. Oh, yes, you could.
I might not if,
I see. Oh, what's this if? Is this blackmail, Joan?
Oh, not exactly blackmail.
But you just threatened if I don't do something, you'll tell CJ.
Yes.
Well, if I don't do what, Joan?
Well,
Come on, if I don't do what?
If you and I...
Yeah.
Together.
Yeah.
You know?
I know, yes, if we don't have it off together from time to time.
Yes.
What a dreadful way to put it, Joan.
Oh, but I loved you.
No, I'm sorry, Joan. This is most embarrassing. It's most flattering, but it is most embarrassing. Now, I was attracted to you, yes. You were attractive. You are attractive. And I was attracted. But that's over. No, it's all finished. I'm a happily married man, and Elizabeth is my happily married wife. And that's... Go on, tell CJ if you want to. Go and tell him. There you are.
I can't.
Yeah.
Oh, hell.
Yes.
Ready for dictation, Mr. Wellborn?
In a moment, Miss Greengrass. I have to go and see Doc Morrissey. Now then.
Come in. Oh, sit down.
Oh, thanks, Doc. Nice to see you again.
You've never seen me before?
No. I mean, nice to see you and to know you're here again. Yes. Of course, I've never seen you before. Good Lord, see you before? Pull the other one.
And your name is?
Martin Welbourne.
Well, take your clothes off and put them over there on top of mine.
Right. What?
Oh, it's just a joke. Put the patients at their ease.
I see.
I've been polishing up on psychology. Yes, while I've been on the dole. Open wide. Yes, you run this, say, Reginald Perrin Memorial, what's it, don't you?
That's absolutely correct. Yes.
How's it going? And again. Going well, is it?
Well, I don't think people want to be happy, really.
Shut up. How many people? Say 99 are you dealing with?
Oh, about 299 and 6.
Oh, quite a task. Yes. It's against nature. Deep breath to be happy at work.
Well, I've always thought deep breath, so yes. I'm sorry.
Go behind the screen, will you?
Yes.
Take this. Take this.
Thank you very much.
Oh, yes. Happiness is all very well for the Latin races. Doesn't suit the British temperament at all. It's like going behind that screen. I know what you're doing. You know what you're doing. You know that I know what you're doing. Perfectly normal, natural, completely inoffensive thing. We all do it. You, me, Dennis Compton. Even Wedgwood Ben. We British go behind a screen, not like the so-called Latin races, standing in their laybys. Besides, it's much easier behind a screen.
Sorry, it's too cold.
Still the same old Reggie.
Pardon?
You're Reginald Perrin. What is all this tomfoolery?
No.
I'm going to have to tell CJ. Let him know I'm a force to be reckoned with.
Sit down, Perrin.
Thank you, CJ.
Sit down, Doc.
Thank you, CJ. Sorry, Reggie. I had to do it.
Always knew you were a good man, Doc. Unlike you, Reggie, this is a disgrace.
Absolutely, CJ.
Pretending to be dead and then posing as your long-lost friend from Colombia? How could you hope that anyone would fall for a thing like that?
Absurd.
I gave you a job running your own memorial fund. How did you hope to get away with it?
Ridiculous.
I didn't get where I am today posing as my long-lost friend from the Argentine.
I realize that, CJ.
I could come in here wearing a dress and pretend to be Kathy Kirby. But I don't. That isn't the British way.
Certainly isn't, CJ.
You must have picked up some funny ideas out there in Peru.
But I wasn't actually out there in Peru, CJ, if you remember. I'm not Martin Welbourne.
I know that. I'm not a complete nincompoop. Or am I? Doc!
Oh, no, as a medical man, I should say you definitely weren't a complete nincompoop.
What was that, Doc?
I said we seem to be on the flight path again today.
Wealthy matrons from the Hamburg Women's Institute heading for the outsize department of D.H. Evans, perhaps.
All this nonsense about making the employees happy is nonsense. Would it surprise you to learn, Perrin, that absenteeism is up 3.1%?
Not particularly, CJ. It was me who told you.
Ha! Condemned out of your own mouth. You're sacked.
Thank you, CJ.
I practically destroy this firm. I start caring about people. I didn't get where I am today caring about people. I re-employed this medical idiot here, Morrissey. You're sacked.
Oh.
CJ.
But it was Doc Morrissey who revealed to you who I am.
That's proving he's an idiot. You're sacked.
It does seem rather unfair.
Oh, it is unfair. Life is unfair. I am unfair. You're both sacked.
Thank you, CJ.
Oh, there we are, darling. Whiskey.
Ah.
Did you have a good day at the office?
Wonderful, absolutely marvellous.
Oh, good.
Yes, I've been sacked.
Oh, Reggie.
Yes, Reggie. I'm afraid CJ has found out I'm Reggie.
Oh, Reggie, where's it all going to end?
Oh, don't worry, darling. Every cloud has a silver lining. I'll get another job with my qualifications, my experience, my application, my skill, my dynamism, my sense of purpose. Of course I'll get another job. Of course I will. Less than 2.5 years ago, in this, my hometown of Clinthorpe, I opened my very first grog shop. Now today, this shop makes the 50th. We will be selling our usual full range of utterly useless rubbish, square hoops, square footballs, cruet sets with no holes, blank books, fattening foods for masochists on diets, silent LPs. We'll be introducing 3 new silent LPs. We Aren't the Champions, You'll Always Walk Alone, and Songs from a Trappist Monastery. There'll also be an exciting new range of useless car stickers, like We've been to the shop that sells car stickers, we haven't been anywhere, and this sticker doesn't stick. But you don't want to hear me waffling away all day when there's all this magnificent rubbish inside to be bought, so without further ado, I will call upon my wife, Elizabeth, to perform the opening ceremony.
I declare the 50th branch of Grot well and truly open. God bless her and all who make sales in her.
Bit of a turn-up, eh, darling? I open my 50th shop and CJ goes on the dole.
I suppose you'll offer him a job.
Well, I did say if he was ever in trouble, I'd see what I could do, yes.
There's still no jobs for me. We were supposed to be a partnership of equals, remember? And all I do is to follow you about and look pretty.
CJ couldn't do that, could he? Yeah, darling, it's funny, isn't it, you know? 25 years under his thumb. It's now my chance to get my own back. Mind you, of course, I shall be magnanimous and generous. I shan't rub it in. Well, not very far in, anyway.
You have jobs for all and sundry, but not for me. You just like me to stay at home and cook your precious supper.
No, darling, no, not all and sundry, only CJ, and possibly Tony Webster. Incidentally, what is for supper?
Nothing. Until you name a date for me to start work.
Look, darling, I've told you, the moment a suitable vacancy crops up, it's yours, all right?
Oh, by the way, Jimmy rang. He's in London finding new recruits for his secret army.
Oh, my God.
So I asked him to dinner tomorrow.
Good. Darling, I may be a little later tomorrow. Do you by any chance remember a secretary I had called, Joan, I think it was?
She came round here one Sunday when I was in Worthing visiting Mother. You took her upstairs, the whole family came round, and she had to climb down the drain pipe.
Well, her marriage to Tony Webster's broken up. She's working at the Glycerol Ointment Company at Godalming. I said I'd have just a very, very quick drink with her tomorrow at the Dissipator Kipper. Yes.
And offer her a job?
No, of course, no, absolutely. Well, I might offer her a job. Look, darling, I can't stand that Miss Erith anymore. I mean, I can't even bring myself to say 22 minutes late, fractured points at East Molesey. I mean, there's nothing in her personality to encourage such intimacy.
Intimacy is the reason for having a secretary, is it?
No. Joan is more efficient than Miss Erith.
And there's still no job for me.
Oh. Well, I couldn't very well make you my secretary, could I? I mean, I'd like to, but it's a partnership of equals, remember?
So I just have to stay at home and cook the supper.
Darling, don't go on and on about the supper. You want to be careful. You're going to get a supper fixation. Incidentally, what is for supper?
Nothing, until you name a definite date for me to start work.
Darling, I told you soon. Isn't that definite enough for you?
No.
I'm sorry, I refuse to negotiate under duress. I mean, even Mrs. Len Murray wouldn't refuse to cook the supper. I will not discuss your career when there's something like the sword of Damocles hanging over my head. No, it's absolutely ridiculous. June the 1st. Morning, Reeves. Miss Erith, 22 minutes late, fractured. But doesn't matter.
Mail's all sorted, Mr. Perrin.
Thank you.
Special.
Thank you very much. CJ, Blancmange Towers, 23, 176. CJ Perrin here, Perrin here. CJ Perrin here, Reggie Perrin, yes, on red. Yes, CJ, just a vague... Huh? Oh, thank you, yes. Yes. Yes, 50 shops now, yes. Yes, sorry to hear about your little troubles. Just like bankruptcy, yes. Yes, there's just a vague possibility I might be able to offer you a job, CJ. When will it be convenient for you to come and see me? Tuesday the 1st at 10. Fine, make it Friday the 4th at 3. Goodbye. Perrin, here. Would you... I'm on yellow. Would you come in, please? Miss Ellis, there you are. Would you order me a flexi-sit executive armchair from Flexifoam Furnishings at Farnborough? I want it by Friday the 4th at 3.
Certainly, Mr. Perrin. Mr. Biggs rang. He can only make 600 rungless ladders by Tuesday.
It's no use. Tell me you must step up production. No, step up production. It's a sort of play on... Do you enjoy working for me?
I haven't really thought about it, Mr. Perrin. It doesn't come into it.
No, quite. Yes, sorry. It's so silly of me, yes. I'm so pleased with your work, Miss Ellis. I feel it's mean of me to keep you all to myself. We've 1 or 2 new people starting here shortly. I thought I might share you round a bit. Would you mind that?
Make no difference to me.
Yeah, that's what I rather thought. Good. Well, the CJ I have in mind, the man I have in mind is very good. I think you'll get on very well with him. Yes. I'm sure you'll hit it off together like a house on fire.
Thank you, Mr. Perrin.
This is nice.
Yes. So's this, if you don't mind propellers. Have you noticed he's got one on his lip? Joan, I've got a proposition to make.
Oh, that sounds promising.
I'll give you 50% more than you're getting at the moment. Money, I'm offering you a job.
Oh, I see.
Yes, there's only... What did you think I was talking about? Oh, I see. How is work?
Oh, it's pretty grim.
No.
My boss is a big man in ointments. I type letters about wonder cures for blackheads and acne.
Oh.
He's also the fly in the ointment. He's as randy as nobody's business. A bad case of straying hands.
Talking of straying hands, Joan, I was sorry to hear about you and Tony.
Oh, I'd rather not talk about that.
Yes, of course. Yes, I'm sorry. Yes. There's only one thing, as I say,
10 days of marriage, still on honeymoon, and he goes off with a Finnish model.
Yes. There's just one thing
the length and breadth of the Helsinki raver.
There's just one thing I want to say, Joan. This is a purely professional offer of a job, and whatever happened before must not happen again. Huh?
Well, nothing happened before.
No, what almost happened before mustn't almost happen again.
I see.
Yes. And if you think those conditions will be too difficult to fulfill...
No, I think I should be able to be in close proximity to you without feeling irresistible desire.
Ah, good. Well, that's most satisfactory.
I would have to make some conditions as well in that case.
Oh, yes, of course, Joan. Yes, fire away, please.
Well, you would have to give me no lecherous glances, no furtive looks when I cross my legs, and no straying hands helping me into my coat at night.
Yes, I think that's fair enough, Joan. Perfectly right. In that case, I think I ought to impose one further condition, phase 3, as it were, of our social contract. If I'm not to look at you crossing your legs, you mustn't cross your legs.
Oh. That sounds fair enough, Mr. Perrin.
Good.
But won't it be a bit uncomfortable? Sitting there not touching each other and not looking at each other, not crossing our legs.
It'll still be better than Miss Erith. Well, here's to it then. Cheers, Joan. Then you can start on, shall we say, June the 1st?
Oh.
Good. And as the conditions are not strictly binding as yet in our contract,
Thank you, Mr. Perrin.
Oh, thank you. Same again?
Oh.
There, Perrin, on yellow. Yes? Yes, Miss Elliot, yes. Ah, yes, right. Put him on green, would you? Thank you. Tony, I just... Tony, yes, just a minute. I told you to put him on green, you put him on red, because I'm on yellow. Tony Webster, Reggie Perrin here. There's a vague possibility I might be able to offer you a job. Come and see me on Tuesday the 1st at 10, would you? Right, thank you. Bye. Yes, Perrin, on yellow. Hello, yes. Ah, yes, CJ's arrived. Good, show him in. Thank you. 1, 2, 3, 4. Make him sweat outside the door. 5, 6, 7, 8. Always pays to make them wait. 9, 10. Come! CJ, come in. Good to see you, Do sit down, CJ. Thank you, Reggie. That damn new chair, most embarrassing, CJ. Right, the perils of buying British.
Absolutely, yes.
Cigar, CJ?
Oh, help yourself. Thank you, Reggie.
Yes. Well, we meet in altered circumstances, CJ.
We do indeed.
The slings and arrows of outrageous fortune.
I couldn't have put it better myself.
The night is darkest before the storm.
Precisely. I didn't get where you are today without knowing the night is darkest before the storm.
Now, CJ, tell me, do you think you can work happily with me as your boss?
Reggie, you've asked me a straight question. I'm going to give you a straight answer. I've always taken great pains not to talk in cliches.
You have, CJ?
Mrs. CJ and I have always avoided cliches like the plague.
Absolutely, CJ.
A cliche to me is like a red rag to a bull. However, there is the exception that proves the rule, and there is a cliche which fits my situation like a glove.
And that is?
Necessity is the mother of intention.
Very apt.
In other words, Reggie, I am forced to consider working for you. What's your offer?
The same in real terms as you gave me at Sunshine Desserts.
You drive a hard bargain, Reggie.
Yes, CJ. I want you to work on our new expansion into Europe, Euroglot. And you will be directly accountable to our head of expansion, brackets, Europe, brackets. Huh?
I'll take the job.
Good, fine, that's splendid. I've got a nice friendly secretary lined up for you. And you can start on, shall we say, June the 1st? Splendid, that'll give us time to get an office ready for you.
Ah, yes, I'm a bit of a stickler for offices. I didn't get where you are today without being a bit of a stickler for offices. I'll get something like this.
Good heavens, no. You'll get something like you gave me at Sunshine Desserts. You always said how nice it was.
Well, there's one consolation, Reggie. I shan't have to work with that upstart Tony Webster.
Yes, quite.
I was wrong about him, Reggie. An upstart. The older he gets, the younger he tries to talk.
Absolutely. Incidentally, CJ, that's a grot ashtray you're using. It's got no bottom. Yes, one of our best sellers, CJ. You astound me. Yes, now there's just one more point, CJ.
Yes?
Do you think you can take on a new and challenging job in a highly modern business concept with drive and enthusiasm?
I'm sure I can.
Good, because we aren't one of those dreadful firms that thinks a man's old-fashioned just because he's over 50. Goodbye, CJ. Miss Erith, would you return this Flexisit executive armchair to Flexifoam Furnishings of Farmer? It is faulty. Thank you. Hello. Yes, absolutely, yes. Well, I'm on red. Yes, just a moment. Yes, come in. Yes, I'm on green. It's sort of bluish. Yes, bye-bye. Tony, come in. Do sit down. Thanks. Well, I was awfully sorry to hear about Sunshine Desserts.
Dramatic happenings in Jelly City. Sensation in Triflesville.
Yes. Almost exactly how I'd have put it, yes. And what... help yourself to a cigar.
No, thanks, Reggie. Health City.
Yes. And what are you planning to do next?
Well, I've had lots of fantastic offers.
Yes, of course.
Don't know which one to take.
Yes, so my offer of a job is rather pointless.
Well, look. This is cards on the table city.
Yes.
Obviously, in the long term, Tony Webster's still the lad. He's the kiddie.
Absolutely no question, but in the short term...
Nothing.
That's what I think. Now, I can offer you a job starting on, shall we say, June the 1st, Tony?
Great.
Good, splendid, and I hope you'll enjoy working with us here.
Well, I'll enjoy it more than I did at Sunshine Desserts, I can tell you. I'd had CJ up to there. At least I won't be seeing him again.
Yes, quite. Talking of Sunshine Desserts, you know, Tony, I accidentally bumped into Joan the other day. She is an attractive woman, isn't she?
Oh, sure. It's got good form. Nice pair of Bristols on it.
Tony, don't you think it would be rather nicer to say of the woman who, after all, is still your wife, she's a charming, attractive lady, rather than, sure, it's got good form, nice pair of Bristols on it?
Yeah, I'm sorry, Reggie, you're right. It's just that I really mucked the whole thing up, you know. I'm afraid that's someone else I'd rather not see again.
Yes, quite, yes. Miss Edith, would you I'm on yellow. Would you send in head of expansion brackets, UK brackets? Thank you. Your new boss.
Great.
Yes.
Who?
David Harris-Jones.
What?
Yes, David Harris-Jones.
You mean I'm to be under David Harris-Jones?
Yes.
Hell's bells.
Yes. Come. There.
Hello, Reggie. Hello, Tony. Super.
Tony's coming to work with us.
Super.
He'll be working under you, David.
Under me?
Yes.
Hell's bells.
Yes.
Great.
Super.
The great day has come, darling. June the 1st has dawned.
At last.
Yes, you've got a nice big office, lovely big office. On the door it says Elizabeth Perrin, Head of Expansion, brackets, Europe, brackets. I'll introduce you to your assistant. He's an awfully nice chap. You'll get on awfully well. Go on, darling. There's your handbag.
Thank you, darling. Umbrella.
Thank you, darling. Umbrella.
Thank you, darling. Briefcase.
Thank you, darling. Briefcase.
Thank you, darling.
Have a good day at the office. I will. Back at the usual time. Yes. Good morning, Joan. Welcome to Perrin's Products.
Thank you, Mr. Perrin.
22 minutes late. Obstacles on the line of Perrylands. When you have a moment to spare, could you retrieve my umbrella, which is hanging on a parking meter in Cobbler's Lane? The meter does not need feeding. Thank you. Well... Take a letter. To the manager of all grot shops, dear sir. No, don't cross your legs.
Oh, sorry, Reggie.
That's all right, it's all right. To the manager... You better not call me Reggie either, Mr. Perrin from now on.
Sorry, Mr. Perrin.
That's all right, Joan. To the manager of all grot shops...
If I'm not to call you Reggie, Mr. Perrin, perhaps you shouldn't call me Joan?
Ah, good point, Joan. Mrs. Webster.
Oh, no, I don't want to be called that. I've reverted to Miss Greengross.
Oh, I see. Right, Miss Greengross. And to the managers of all grot shops, dear sir, we are shortly introducing our new range of non-stick glue, which... Joan, Miss... My wife, Mrs. Perrin, no, don't cross your legs, is starting work here today. When you do bump into us... Yes, come in. Oh, darling, how are you?
Hello, darling.
This is my new secretary, darling, Joan.
Not exactly new, darling. Hello.
No, not exactly new, darling. It's more of an old darling. An old secretary.
Oh, well, we're old friends, darling. Joan's been to our house. Oh, yes, so I have. Unfortunately, I was away at the time, darling.
Yes, that was unfortunate, yes. CJ, come in. Elizabeth?
CJ.
Joan?
CJ?
Yes, you all started work this morning. Isn't that nice?
CJ, isn't it?
Yes. He's your assistant.
Oh. Lovely.
You don't sound pleased with the prospect.
Oh, yes, of course I am, but I just don't like being presented with the fait accompli.
Let's hope that I'm not a fait accompli worse than death.
Oh, that's very good, CJ. Very amusing. Very droll. Yes, come.
Tony! CJ!
Tony!
Joe! You didn't tell me they were working here!
They all started work this morning. Isn't it nice? We're going to be one big happy family. Super. An extensive range of grot shops in Holland. In fact, my wife is at this very moment in Amsterdam with her assistant, and we are already preparing publication of our new Dutch dictionary, in which every word of the Dutch language will be alongside its equivalent in Dutch.
It's meaningless, Mr. Perrin.
Exactly, it's double Dutch. Do you know, Joan, when I started you here on the same day as Tony in adjoining offices, I thought you might bring you together, but no.
He hasn't spoken to me, Mr. Perrin.
Well, from my knowledge of human nature, I think it's possibly because he thinks he's made a bit of a muck up of it and doesn't quite know how to speak to you.
Oh, well, I ought to make him notice me. Perhaps I ought to try to make him jealous, Mr. Perrin.
That is a good. Make him think of you as an attractive and desirable woman. Yes, which of course you are. Yes.
I ought to go out with another man.
Now that is good thinking, Joan. Yes.
Walk past Tony's flat, have a little kiss, just enough to make him jealous.
Yes. Very good idea. Yes. Now, question is, which man? That's the thing.
Needs to be somebody safe.
Yeah, of course, yes, somebody safe. Yes.
Somebody married, even.
That's it. Somebody safe, somebody married.
With his wife away,
yes.
Lonely but safe.
Perfect. Somebody safe, somebody married, with his... So absolutely out of the question. No, remember our social contract.
Well, surely our social contract can be breached, Mr.
Breached? Certainly. Phase 3, Joan. Phase 3. No, I'm sorry. No. Absolutely out of the question. You're quite sure that's his flat?
Yes.
Right. Now, just one kiss. Just enough to make him jealous, right? Right, that's enough. Now let's walk across the golf course just to make sure. Joan, I'm sure we've made him jealous enough by now. Honestly. Morning, Joe.
Morning, Mr. Perrin.
22 minutes late. A badger ate a junction box at New Malden. I slipped into Tony's office on the way in.
Oh, good.
Yes, I said, just come in to check your invoice manifests, Tony. Actually feeling a bit stiff, as a matter of fact. Went for rather a long, pleasant walk last night with Joan. Funnily enough, we went past your place. You may have seen us. And...
What did he say?
He said he was out.
Well, maybe it is a bit too public to make him jealous. I wonder, may I come over to your house this evening?
Come over to me? Just certainly not. You remember what nearly happened last time? Good enough. I'm sorry. That was absolutely my last word. No. Sherry?
Why not?
Yes. You're absolutely right, of course, Joan. Yes, now that I'm balanced and successful and happy in this way, of course we can meet without anything happening just to make Tony jealous, of course, yes. Cheers. Yes. I bet he's eating his heart out at this very moment.
Imagining all sorts of dreadful goings-on.
Yes, not realising what, in fact, controlled, respectable adults we are.
Speak for yourself.
Joan, no, please.
Do you remember the last time I was here, Reggie?
Yes, of course I can. Not likely to forget it, am I? It's not every day a beautiful lady comes to my house, I take her upstairs and the whole family comes. She has to climb down the drain pipe.
You were very relieved when they all came round.
Of course I wasn't relieved. You'd be silly.
I bet if I said, come upstairs now, you would be terrified.
Of course I wouldn't be terrified. You say, come on, I'll be up those stairs before you can say, I'm all right, Jack Robinson. What? Oh, no, don't be silly.
You said you'd be up there in a shot.
Oh, that was a hypothetical, Jack Robinson. No, there's Elizabeth and Tony. No, Joan, please, Joan. Oh, it's my sherry, look. Joan, really, I do think, I do think we ought to, once again, and in your Jubilee year, too. No. Oh. So, see, you haven't got buttons on this dress, or sort of,
A zip?
Yes, sort of zip,
It's
yes.
much easier to undo.
Yes, I imagine it is, yes.
Well, have a go.
Oh, yes, sorry. No, I haven't got... British zips are pretty good, aren't they? I haven't got any zips. I've got buttons, really, more than...
Oh, no! Lightning never strikes in the same place twice.
Oh, it has. Oh, God damn it! Oh, damn! It seems to be ill-fated. The drain pipe's in the usual place, darling. Sorry. Morning, Reeves. Thank you.
Morning, Mr. Perrin.
Fed up with rail delays, came by bike. 22 minutes late, slow puncture at Peckham. I slipped into Tony's office on the way.
Oh, good.
And I said, just come in to check your invoice manifests again, Tony. Feeling a bit tired, actually. Joan came round to my place last night, rather a long time there.
And?
He seemed very jealous.
What did he say?
Great.
Yes. Well, maybe it would be more effective if you came round to my place this evening.
I came round to you? No, sir. Good heavens, it's bad enough you come into my house. I mean, if I went to your place, there'd be absolutely nothing at all to stop us. You know, I mean, in the 80s? At all. If this doesn't make him jealous, nothing will. Perhaps I ought to give you a little kiss to make it more realistic. Oh, damn, who's that? Hello? Joan?
Oh, it's
Hello?
him! Oh, it's worked, Reggie, it's worked!
Oh, good. Oh, good, I am glad.
Quick, we're only 2 floors up, and there's a very solid drain pipe.
What?
It's nice to be home, having a quiet cup of tea.
Yes. you have a nice time in Amsterdam with CJ?
Quite nice, considering. How did you get on?
Fine, yes, I found one or two things to do, yes.
Reggie, now you're a success and contented and everything like that, I wasn't worried about leaving you on your own. I knew nothing would happen between you and Joan.
Yeah, of course not. And I wasn't worried about anything happening between you and CJ.
No, something would be more likely to happen between Jack the Ripper and Anita Harris.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know. You know, something rather nice happened while you were away, darling. Yes, Joan and Tony Webster have been reconciled. Yes, marvellous, isn't it? Yes, apparently she managed to find some way of making him jealous. I don't know what it was.
So everything's rosy in the garden?
Yes, I didn't get what I am today without knowing when everything's rosy and...
What?
I just used one of CJ's phrases. I'm not getting to be like him, am I?
No, Reggie, of course you're not.
God, I mean, I didn't get what I am today without getting to be like... Done it again. Oh, my God.
Oh, now, Reggie, don't sigh. You're supposed to be happy.
Yes, I am, aren't I? What does my happiness mean, darling? What does my success add up to? And every morning I get up, get dressed, go downstairs, have breakfast, leave the house... Go down Coleridge Close, turn right into Tennyson Avenue, left into Wordsworth Drive, catch the train, arrive 22 minutes late, walk to Perrin Products, go in, dictate letters, hold conferences, make decisions, have lunch, make decisions, hold conferences, dictate letters, leave the office, catch the train to Clinthorpe, arrive 22 minutes late, walk up Coleridge Close, right into Tennyson Avenue, left into Wordsworth Drive, go into the house I left that morning.
You aren't going to start behaving oddly again, are you?
No, of course, no, darling, no. I'm just a little tired, that's all, just a little tired.
Yes, of course you are. Well, don't forget, we're going to see Mother on Sunday.
Yes. Oh, she's back. Morning, Joan.
Morning, Mr. Perrin.
22 minutes late. Escaped Puma, Chessington North. Right. I don't know whether you noticed then, Joan, but I grabbed you this and kissed you.
I did notice, Mr. Perrin.
You don't mind?
I find you very attractive, Mr. Perrin.
Yes, of course. But the point... No. The point is, Joan, I'm married to Elizabeth. You're married to Tony. This is my office. You're my secretary. And it isn't normal, for even in the late 1970s, for bosses to come in on Monday mornings, grab their secretaries and... Is it?
Well, you told me last week, Mr. Perrin, that you didn't want to go on and on being more and more successful. You were tired of being a rich, powerful tycoon, and you were going to destroy your image by behaving eccentrically and by shocking people.
Yes, I did.
Well, therefore, I'm not at all surprised when you start behaving eccentrically. I'd have been far more surprised if you'd sat at your desk and said, dictation time, Joan.
Yes, I see.
Of course, if you want to shock people, you ought to kiss me in front of Tony or Elizabeth.
I will. Thank you, Joan. I'll do that. Yes. In any case, I have a very good opportunity to shock people. I've been invited to give an exclusive interview on BBC One, ITV, or BBC Two.
Oh, but that's wonderful,
Yes.
Mr. Perrin. Which have you decided to give an exclusive interview on?
I've decided to give an exclusive interview to all three, Joan.
Good evening, and welcome to this edition of Pillock Talk. Less than 3 years ago, Reginald Perrin opened a shop called Grot in the dreary London suburb of Clinthorpe. In its window was a sign which said all the articles sold in this shop are guaranteed useless. Reginald Perrin now has his own factory, almost 60 Grot shops in Britain and on the continent, and last Friday he announced record profits. Reginald Perrin, you sell useless goods.
Yes, utterly useless, yes. Cruet sets with no holes, checkbooks for the Dogger Bank, tins of melted snow, self-lowering flour, all that sort of thing, all utterly useless.
So you're a con man?
Good heavens, no, of course not. I always announce very clearly that the items I sell are useless, yes. Con men don't usually go around wearing a sandwich board saying, look out, I'm a con man, do they? No. No, I am providing a valuable social service.
Mr. Perrin, are you trying to tell me that you're providing a valuable social service?
No.
You said you were.
Exactly. I'm not trying to tell you I'm succeeding. If I'd said I like squashy bananas, I would have been failing to say I am providing a valuable social service. But I didn't say I like squashy bananas, I said I am providing a valuable social service, thus succeeding brilliantly in saying I am providing a valuable social service.
In what way are you providing a valuable social service?
Well, for one thing, people like to leave useless objects lying around the house. It shows they can afford to spend large sums of money on useless objects.
Large sums of money? So you admit that your prices are high?
No, that's not the word I'd use.
What word would you use, Mr. Perrin?
Exorbitant. Would you say the goods I sell are shoddy?
Yes, I would.
Yes, so would I, yes. Quite agree. Yes, wouldn't you say people think, good, what a liberty, I could have made that for 10p?
Yes.
Yes. Wouldn't you say that gives them a warm feeling of superiority over the makers?
Yes, I suppose so.
Yes. Wouldn't you say that was providing a valuable social service?
Mr. Perrin, I asked the questions here.
Tell me, Pillock, do you think it is Pillock, is it not? Tell me, do you think it is a healthy situation at Pillock? A healthy situation in that's a funny name. In a free country that you should have the right to ask all the questions?
Well, of course I do. I'm the interviewer.
Tell me, Pillock, when... Can't get over this Pillock. Why did you take up interviewing?
Well, you see, as a child, I was rather sickly. I had these weak lungs. So the doctor suggested that I took up television interviewing.
I see.
And Reginald Perrin, thank you. And now a man who farms worms. Yes, worms.
Good morning, Mr. Perrin.
I just wanted the details of the Amsterdam contract.
Amsterdam contract in the Falmouth, Paris.
Yes, got it, thanks.
Darling, you may not have noticed I'm kissing Joan.
Yes, I did notice, darling. See you at lunchtime.
Don't you mind?
Well, it's one of your little games, Reggie. Shocking people is one of the things you do.
But don't you mind?
Oh, you don't mean it. I mean, you wouldn't do it in front of me if you meant it, so why should I mind?
But darling, Joan, please. I mind that you don't mind.
Oh, good. I'm glad that you mind that I don't mind. Now, I must rush, if you don't mind.
No, I don't mind.
I thought you were very good on television last night, Mr. Perrin.
Good?
Well, he thought he'd make you look ridiculous, but you certainly put him on a spot when you said you saw the whole thing as a social service.
Yes, I suppose I did.
You were really a great success.
Was I? We soon put a stop to that. You watch me tonight on ITV.
Good evening. Quite a storm was caused by our common market discussion on the World Tomorrow Today yesterday. And we'll be returning to the subject on the World Tomorrow Today tomorrow. But today, we have the mastermind behind Grot. The man who is to useless rubbish what Hans Christian Andersen is to mermaids, Reginald Perrin. How did you first get this extraordinary idea for Grot?
Well, this is the age of built-in obsolescence, Mr. Honeydew. I just built it a bit further in. Yes, the things I sell are obsolete before you even buy them. But I'd like to go a bit further. Ideally, I would like to sell goods that fall to pieces in the shop. What a gift to capitalism that would be. Oh, dear, it's fallen to pieces. I'll have another. Certainly, sir. Oh, dear, that one's fallen to pieces too. I'll have another, and so on.
And yet you regard your shops as a social service?
No.
But you got on record as saying that.
Ah, yes, that was yesterday on Pillock Talk BBC One, which you asked me not to mention.
Yes, well, you did agree
Pillock Talk BBC One, you asked me not to mention.
Yes, well, you agreed to appear...
BBC One, you definitely asked me not to mention.
Yes, well, you agreed to appear exclusively for us. You didn't tell us you were appearing on Pillock Talk BBC One yesterday.
I didn't tell Pillock Talk BBC One yesterday I was appearing on The World Tomorrow Today.
Yes, but you appeared on that first.
Yes, well, I'm telling you different things. I must give you value.
No, Perrin... Yes? Anyway, the viewers don't want to hear us squabbling, do they?
Oh, yes, they do. It's a lot more interesting than listening to the reorganisation of local government boundaries. That's boring. Yes, take my advice, viewers. When I finish, switch over to BBC Two. There's a Swedish film on there about a horse knacker's daughter from Uppsala whose hobby is taking off her clothes. Mr. Perrin. Sorry.
So, when you said your shops were a social service, you were lying.
Yes, I'm a congenial liar.
Don't you mean a congenital liar?
No, congenial. I'm enjoying myself. To tell you the truth, Sherry, do you mind if I call you Sherry? No. To tell you the truth, I started the whole thing off as a joke. I'd spent a quarter of a century in puddings and I was feeling a trifle stifled. So I decided to try something else. I started Grot. But now I'm much more interested in my bankruptcy.
How can our viewers know if you're telling the truth now?
They don't. They may as well switch over to the horse knacker's daughter.
Thank you, Reginald Perrin. And now, for a vexed and highly fascinating subject, the reorganisation
BBC
of...
Two. She's down to her brow already.
I told you, darling, he's always 22 minutes late.
Yes, well, in that case, he should be arriving
now.
Morning, Jim. Oh, morning, Tony. Morning. How are our young marrieds today?
Oh, fine, Reggie, fine.
Good.
Mr. Perrin!
What on earth are you doing?
Sorry, Tony.
No, what are you doing, hitting Reggie like that?
Well, he kissed me, Tony.
Yes, I kissed her, Tony.
Yes, well, I don't mind.
Don't you mind?
Yeah, well, I expect you to do things like that, Reggie. I mean, you wouldn't be you if you didn't do things like that.
Yes, but I...
Anyway, look, I must rush. It's Panic City today. Rushed off our Feetsville. I just popped in to congratulate you on your TV appearances.
You don't think they were good, do you, Tony?
Good is not the word, Reggie. There is a word, and it's a word I don't throw about lightly, but on this occasion I've got to use it. Great.
Well, the next thing we know, David Haddish-Jones will be walking through that door saying, "Oh, Reggie, you were super!" Oh, yeah. But how could you think I was good? I contradicted last night everything I said the previous night.
Exactly. And that bit about the bankruptcy. Great. Can't wait for tonight.
Good evening. Britain in Europe. This week we meet Reginald Perrin, one of the most fascinating men on the British shop scene. High street prankster or social visionary? Well, Europe will soon have a chance to find out. Mr. Perrin, your rapid growth brainchild, the rubbish chain Grot, is really beginning to move into the Hauptstrasses and Grand Rue, isn't it?
Ja and oui. But frankly, Peregrine, I am worried about the philosophical basis behind Grot. There seem to be serious contradictions inherent in the concept.
And you feel that this is relevant to Europe?
No.
But it's Europe we're interested in tonight.
You may be Peregrine, I am not.
Yes, but we are doing a series on Europe.
Hard luck.
But I mean, last week we discussed the success of the British washing up liquids. I mean, they're taking the Iberian Peninsula by storm.
No, they're cleaning up, are they?
Yes, they're... Oh, washing up liquids, cleaning up is very good. But
Very good, excellent.
To get back to Europe,
Yes.
have you made any marketing surveys on the continent?
Now, I'm glad you asked me that.
Well, perhaps you'd like to answer it then.
No, I would prefer to talk about my cruet sets with no holes. We say the purpose of a cruet set is for condiments to emerge when it is tilted thus. But when we tilt this cruet set, it has no holes, therefore no condiments emerge. It is therefore useless.
Mr. Perrin, I am trying.
Very trying.
To talk about Britain in Europe.
Frankly, Peregrine O'Bean, to date I have found your questions rather boring. But do try again. I'll try to find them more interesting.
Oh, well, have you learnt anything from the European operations of Marks and Spencer's, Woolworths and their ilk?
Good try, Peregrine. Still boring. It is therefore useless as a cruet set. But perhaps it is prettier than a cruet set with holes. shows. Maybe it amuses people. What merry laughter will ring round the family dining table while short-sighted Uncle George endeavours to season his soup. It is therefore useful as a cruet set with no holes. We can now say of all other cruet sets with holes, what a ridiculous cruet set, it's full of holes. See, the salt and pepper emerge. What sort of a cruet set with no holes is that?
Let's get back to Europe, please.
Perhaps my quest for true uselessness is useless. Perhaps the pursuit of uselessness is the only truly useless thing.
Reginald Perrin, thank you.
However, have we finished?
Reggie!
Morning, Joan.
Morning, Mr. Perrin.
Did you see me on television last night?
Yes, I saw it, Mr. Perrin.
Yes, good. After that, not even David Harris Jones would have the barefaced cheek to poke his head round the door and say, "Super, Reggie." Oh. If one more person comes through that door and says I was good on television last night, I shall sack them. Come in.
I just had to come round and say it, Reggie.
Did you really, Doc?
Yes, I did. I'm an honest man, as you know, and I believe in speaking my mind.
Good, good. I welcome that.
Yes. I've seen every one of your TV appearances, and quite frankly, it had to be said.
Yes, Doc?
Wonderful. Somebody had to take those TV men down a peg or two.
Doc?
Yes?
Thank you.
Anytime.
Come in.
Oh,
Morning. Did you see Reggie?
On television last night?
Yes, I did. Wonderful. Reggie, I've got a bit of a problem, and it needs your immediate attention.
My immediate attention, certainly, CJ. Joan, take a letter. To the manager of the Grot Shop, Redford, dear sir. I am sorry to hear you have not yet received our supplies of edible furniture. This can only be due to the non-arrival of supplies. I am, however, deeply disturbed to hear you have not yet received our new range of dentures for pets, which are proving so popular with bloody silly idiots who put little doggy dentures in glasses of water beside the kennels, and even little budgie dentures in even smaller glasses of water beside their cages. I'm sorry, CJ, only that letter was not at all urgent.
Oh, Reggie. Well, I want to talk to you about the new Grot Shop in Hamburg.
Yes, good idea, CJ. So do I. Joan, take a letter, will you? To the manager of the Grot Shop, Ebervale, near Hamburg, Welsh, Wales. Dear sir, it has come to my notice that you've been serving Welsh people in your shop. I wouldn't have thought I had to tell you this. I want no more Welsh people served from now on. Yours, etc., Yaki Dom. Right. Have you got that, Joan? Good.
Fine idea, Reggie.
What's that, CJ?
Not serving Welsh people. I didn't get where I am today by serving Welsh people.
Joan, tear that letter up.
Certainly, Mr. Perrin.
Reggie, have you now finished all your urgent letters?
Yes, thank you, CJ. I am all ears.
The Germans are insisting on calling the Hamburg shop Grot Fabriken Rubbish House. Yes. No, I didn't get where I am today.
By calling the new shop...
Grot Fabriken Rubbish House.
Certainly not, CJ. What a ludicrous name for a shop. Good, we'll call it that then. Splendid. Thank you for wasting my time, CJ. Good morning. You see, Joan, it is absolutely hopeless. I can't shock anybody, not even CJ.
Well, they all know you too well, Mr. Perrin.
Yes, I suppose that's it.
You've got to shock people you don't know.
Yes, I suppose the only people I could possibly shock are perfect strangers. Yes. Yes, come in.
Mr. Herbert.
A perfect stranger, if ever I saw one. Thank you, Joan. Come in, Mr. Herbert. Do come in. Come in. Yes, of course, Mr. Herbert. Yes. You have applied for the job of our new northeastern sales area, haven't you? Do sit down, Mr. Herbert. Yes. Come on, Herbert. Sit down. I haven't got all day. Come on. Good. Right, you've got to get rid of that dandruff. You realise that?
Oh, yeah. I do have a slight dandruff problem.
Yes, you're in an ongoing dandruff situation. Exactly. Yes, well, there's a chap in Switzerland cures it in a fortnight.
Oh, really?
Very painful, of course. Starvation and electrodes.
Oh.
Yes, he stands you upside down, straps you down, passes an electric current through you. When the voltage reaches a certain height, your hair stands on end and all the dandruff just slides off.
Oh, dear. Is it absolutely necessary?
Absolutely necessary. And what about your socks? They're dreadful. Have you no taste?
Well, they're a present from my aunt.
Answer one thing, commas is another, socks are two things.
I realise that.
And you don't? What is your name? Herbert, was it? Hubert? Hubert. Herbert? Right. Tell me, Hubert, you don't mind me insulting you like this?
Well, you have a reputation for being a bit unusual. I think a genius has a right to be.
No, of course, I haven't got any right at all, Mr. Herbert. I do apologise. I have no right to be rude. Even if I were a genius, I have no right to be rude.
That's all right.
I'm sorry. No, I really am truly sorry.
Oh, there's really no need.
Please take the job. Please, you're a very, very personable, attractive, nice young man, and I'm sure you'll make a marvellous representative for the Northeast. Please, come to lunch. Would you like to come to lunch? Yes. And I like your socks, and I really do like you, Mr. Herbert. I promise you. And I really, honestly.
Oh, get away! I'm a happily married man. The things one has to do to get a job nowadays.
At last you've shocked someone, Mr. Perrin.
Yes, not when I wanted to, and I tried to shock him, I couldn't. And when I apologised, put my arm round his shoulder, said he was good-looking, asked him to lunch, then he really was shocked. It's no good. I can't shock, I suppose, if I went around pretending I was a bit... do you think that is... No, that wouldn't shock anybody these days, would it? I suppose it might be worth having a try, is it? Do you think so? Yes, all right. Yes, send for one of the managers of the grot shops. Yes, anyone will do.
Certainly, Mr. Perrin.
All right. Really, John, there must be easier ways of disgracing myself than this. Is that him?
Yes.
Oh.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Hello.
Mr.
Lisbon, hello.
Yes.
Do, please sit.
Thank you.
Well, drink?
Oh, that's very kind. Gin and bitter lemons, my tipple.
Oh, excellent. Like chaps who drink gin and bitter lemon. Well, I suppose you're wondering why I've asked you here.
Yes, I am, as a matter of fact, Mr. Perrin. Haven't done anything wrong, have I?
Not yet. It's Percy, isn't it?
Yes.
Yes. My name's Reggie. Call me Reggie. Cheers.
Cheers, Reggie.
Oh, well, this is nice. These are the 70s, aren't they, Percy?
Yes.
Yes, exactly. The late 70s.
Yes.
Yes. Of course, they are nearer the 80s than the 60s.
Yes.
Absolutely. Taboos are breaking down. Certain practices once considered horrifying are now de rigueur in certain circles, aren't they?
Yes.
I'm a married man, but that doesn't prove anything, does it?
No.
Fight against it. God knows I fight against it. But I went to a boarding school, and that's all there is to it. There's nothing I can do. But there we go. I'm not making myself very clear, am I?
Yes, you are.
Am I?
Yes. You're suggesting...
Yes, I know. I'm sorry, Miss Lee. I'm sorry. I really don't know what came over Miss Liz, and I'm dreadfully sorry. I really am.
I'm not.
What?
I'm free any night next week.
Next week? No, next week's Saturday. No, next month, I'm afraid. I'm going to wait for it. And the month after. Oh, good God, is that the time? You must rush.
Look, I have a friend who lays on business orgies, if you're interested. I mean, it's very discreet. There's no risk of any scandal.
Ah, well, that's no good, yes. Bye-bye, Percy. What did you... Yeah, please. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Are you all right, Mr. Perrin?
Only just. God, you certainly can't shock anybody these days, can you?
Except yourself.
Yes. Well, I'm not going to give up, Joan. I'm going to make one last effort. One supreme effort. What? Yes. Yes, I know what I'll do. Evening, Fred.
Evening, Red.
Hello, Tom.
Oh, evening, Reggie.
Like the other horse?
Yes, please. Thanks very much.
How are you, Mrs. Jackson?
Fine, thanks, Mr. Perrin.
Usual, Reggie?
Cheers, Reggie.
Don't forget you're coming to dinner tomorrow evening, Reggie. There's only one way out.
Darling,
Yes?
do you remember my going away, leaving my clothes on the beach and carrying on living, pretending to be somebody else?
Of course I do. It's not the sort of thing that happens every day.
No, of course not.
Why do you mention it?
No, nothing, darling. No, just conversation. Yes, you're right. It's not the sort of thing that usually happens once, let alone twice.
Well, of course it wouldn't be likely to happen twice. Reggie, you're not thinking of going off again?
No, of course not. No. I realise, darling, my place is by your side.
Oh, good.
This time I want you to come as well. Please, darling, what does Grot matter? What does Perrin Products matter? What does the house, all these possessions matter? It's us that matters, darling.
Yes, but what about the family?
Oh, we'll see them, I promise. We can come back when it's all blown over. We can see them then.
Yes, but we can't just go off without saying goodbye.
No, of course not. No, we'll say goodbye, darling.
But if you say goodbye, they'll know what you're going to do.
Ah, yes, that's true. Yes, we better not say goodbye. Then we'll, yes, I know. We'll say hello. We'll have them all round and we'll say, hello. How's that? Darling, you're absolutely sure about going away now, darling. You really are.
Reggie, we've talked about it all night and all day.
Yes.
You have promised me that we'll see the family again one day. Right. You were determined to go, and you are more important to me than anything else. So I have told you that I'm absolutely sure that I want to go. So please don't let's talk about it anymore.
Sorry, darling. Shan't say another word. Sorry. Absolutely sure, darling, you really are.
Reggie!
Yes, all right, sorry, darling, sorry. I really don't deserve someone like you.
No, you don't.
Oh, they're here. Now, don't forget, hello, just come down to say hello. Hello, I'm just saying hello. Yes. Come in. Oh, hello. Oh, hello, Linda.
Hello, Dad.
Hello.
Hello, Reggie.
Jimmy, hello.
Hello, Reggie.
Sit down, please. Sit down.
Thanks.
All of us. Yes, come on, darling. Well, we asked you round here for rather a particular reason, didn't we? Didn't we, darling? Yes. We just wanted to say hello. Now that's out of the way. Now we can relax.
But, Dad, you said that the way most people say goodbye.
Did I really? Good Lord.
Well, in a sense, you see, it is goodbye.
Darling?
No, please, let me deal with it. You see, Reggie and I are going somewhere, and we just wanted to have you round just to say goodbye.
Where are you going?
Oh, well, we thought... Yes, where are we going, darling?
Woking.
Woking, yes, we're going to Woking. Yes, that's right. Yes.
Why are you going to Woking?
Well, we just... why are we going to Woking, darling?
To the flower show.
Yes, that's it. We're going to Woking Flower Show.
Oh, to the flower
Yes,
show.
yes.
That'll be nice. When is it?
Mostly it's when is it, darling?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow, yes, it's tomorrow, the flower show. That's
Well,
it, yes.
that'll be a nice day out, won't it?
Yes.
I'm not a flower person.
Interesting chaps, Flowers. If Hitler had bred pansies, there wouldn't have been a war.
So we thought we'd have you all round to say goodbye, just in case something happened to us on the way to Woking, and we didn't see any of you for quite a while, didn't we?
Yes, that's right, we did. There are. Cheers. Cheers.
I'm not a champagne person, thank you.
Does blow you out a bit. No, thanks.
So, Linda, Tom, if, just for the sake of argument, if this was the last time we were going to see each other for quite a long time, which of course it isn't, because we're only going to Woking to the flower show for the what would you like to say to us?
Thank you, Reggie, for giving me a job.
No.
Because working for you has made me happy, and I'm a happiness person. I'm only really happy when I'm happy. And that's given Linda and me a deeper contentment, hasn't it, Lindy Squirts? Hasn't it?
Oh, were you talking to me?
Well, of course I am.
Well, my name isn't Lindy Squirts, Tom.
It's a term of endearment, Squelchy Poos.
Well, it's a great pity you can't find other ways of showing your endearment.
Yes. Jolly good. Thank you. Jimmy, if we weren't seeing each other for quite a long time to come, which of course we are, because we're only going to Woking for the flower show. What would you like to say to us?
Well, actually, there's been a bit of a cock-up on the catering front.
It wasn't that, Jimmy.
No, really, I was just wondering if there are a few scraps, just a few scraps for breakfast.
Yes. Well, if this was the last time we were all going to meet together, which of course it isn't, because as I say, we're only going for the afternoon to the flower show working, I would like to say thank you, everybody, for everything. Thank you, Jimmy, for what? For everything. Thank you, Linda, for being such a nice daughter. Thank you, Tom, for being married to such a nice daughter. I really mean that. I've enjoyed the times we've had together, and if I thought we weren't going to see each other again for a long time, which of course we aren't, because we are going to work in front. That's what I'd like to say. But as we aren't, I won't.
Since we're all being so formal, let's say goodbye finally. Yes. But just in case something happens to us on the way to Woking.
Yes.
Goodbye.
Yes. Goodbye. Goodbye. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
From now on, we're going to be equal partners. After all, I did marry you twice.
I think this was about the spot last time. Goodbye, old Reggie's clothes. Goodbye, old Reggie.
Goodbye, old Elizabeth's clothes. Goodbye, old Elizabeth.
Name?
Mr. and Mrs. Cliff.
Mr. and Mrs. Sunrise?
Mr. and Mrs. Oliver Cromwell.
Mr. and Mrs. Nathaniel Gutbucket.
Names don't matter.
No, that's why they're so hard to choose. Now, if we can find a suitable name from something we can see down there, we'll be happy ever after.
I'm frightened. Mr. and Mrs. Tin Can.
Mr. and Mrs. Dead Thrush.
Mr. and Mrs. Slug.
Mr. and Mrs. Rabbit Rottens.
Mr. and Mrs. Gossamer.
Shall we rest for a moment, Mrs. Gossamer?
Why not, Mr. Gossamer?
It's a good morning for starting a new life. The sun glinting on the oil slick. Coaster making too much smoke. On that ship at this very moment, ignorant of us here, a sweaty chef with a dirty vest and great clumps of red hairs under his arm, is serving greasy bacon and egg to queasy customers who... Oh, good morning.
Yeah, 10p for a cup of tea, Guff?
Yes, of course.
Tiger, I didn't get where I am today without asking for 10p for a cup of tea, Guff.
Darling, look. You see, darling, it's catching on. Everybody's doing it.
is it, old son?
I want to give him my notice, Mr. Pelham.
It's the pigs, isn't it? You don't like the pigs?
No, it ain't the pigs, Mr. Pelham. It's my bleeding back.
Old son. They're good-natured at heart. They aren't pigs, you know.
It isn't the pigs.
They're very clean beneath all that smell and dirt.
It ain't the pigs, Mr. Pelham. It's honest, Gov. It's my back. It's gone. It's bleeding well gone.
You like my pigs, do you?
Oh, I adore Mr. Pig. I like all pigs, but I adore yours.
We're sorry to see you go, old son. You've really been prepared to muck in.
See, I spend most of the time mucking out. Good afternoon.
You know, darling, I'm not actually qualified for any of the jobs in this paper. I'm not young, I'm not eager, I'm not dynamic. I don't speak 9 languages. I don't have a wide experience of the Persian Gulf or the drilling of boreholes. I don't have a deep commitment to man-made fibres, and I certainly don't have 5 years' experience of practical midwifery.
More coffee, darling.
Coffee, yes, please. Yes, why not? May as well try and keep breakfast going till lunchtime. There's nothing else to do. Yes, what are we having for lunch, darling?
Walnut fritters.
Ah, lovely.
Well, we can't afford meat with no money coming in.
All right, don't sound so accusing, darling. It's not my fault CJ gave me the sack. It's not my fault I'm allergic to pigs, either. They're not very nice to know, you know. They're nasty, greedy, squealing, pink little monsters. Incidentally, it's about time we went to see your mother, isn't it? Look, darling, please don't worry about money. We'll sell something. Yes, we'll sell, we'll sell Dr. Snerd's pictures of the Algarve. Huh?
What would we do with the whole pound?
The whole pound, the woman jests. We get more than that. Good heavens, Dr. Snerd may be a lousy dentist, darling, but he's got a rising reputation in the art world.
Who told you that?
Dr. Snerd. He was the hit of the dental art exhibition. He's the Picasso of the molars.
Don't be silly. It's no good. I'll have to go out to work.
No, darling, I don't want you to work.
No, why shouldn't I work? Women do work.
Yes, of course I know that, darling. Yes, I'm aware of that. I don't mind the idea of women working. I think women have a right to work. I think women ought to work. I just don't want you to work.
Why not, Reggie?
Well, I just don't like the idea of you supporting me. I don't want you to work when I'm out of work. When I'm not out of work, when I'm in work, fine. Then you can go out of work.
But I don't need to work then.
Yeah, good, exactly. Yes, that's settled. Fine. Anyway, darling, please don't worry. I'm bound to get a job sooner or later. After all, I have applied for 130.
And how many replies did you get?
12's not bad.
And how many of those rejected you outright?
Only 10. I thought the other 2 were very promising. On the first one, I got on a short list of 6. Admittedly, I didn't get the job. I mean, on the other one, I did much better, didn't I? Got on a short list of 1.
But you still didn't get it.
Ah, there we are, the postman cometh. Now, darling, perhaps this morning will bring something better. Now then, here we are. Oh, what 5 letters. Yes, my luck's beginning to change, darling. I can feel it in my bones. Right. Now, let's see what we have here. Dear sir, they're sorry. Dear sir, thank you for... They're very sorry. Excellent. Dear sir, thank you for... They're extremely sorry.
How nice.
Dear sir, thank you for... Unfortunately, you have no previous experience in rubber goods. Oh, I think that's very promising. I mean, that sounds as though they might have given me the job if I had previous experience in rubber goods.
Reggie, you've got to face the facts. Nobody is going to offer you a job.
Please don't be so discouraged, darling. 1 left. I mean, this could be the one. Keep your fingers crossed. You never know. There you are. What did I tell you? Wonderful. Our problems are over. There's a giant carpet sale tomorrow at Hornchurch. Let's go to Hornchurch and buy a giant carpet.
Reggie, I've been extremely patient through very difficult circumstances, but my patience is now exhausted. If you don't get a job by the end of the week, I'm going out to work.
I'm looking for... Oh, sorry. I'm looking for... Oh, sorry. Oh, good morning. I'm looking for a job.
Name?
Perrin, yes. I spent most of my life in middle management, but for the last 20 years I've been...
Christian name?
I've been Reginald Iolanthe. I've been with Sunshine Desserts, the instant pudding people. And now I'm looking for something a little...
Address?
Looking for 12 Coleridge Close. Looking for something a little more stimulating and fulfilling.
Age?
Yes. Something a little more vibrant and exciting.
Age?
Age, yes, age. Yes. Oh, yes, as to age, yes, I'm not quite... that's approximately 47. I want a Monday to Friday job, and if a company car was thrown in, that, of course, would be very nice.
Qualifications?
And I was thinking in terms of something local. I don't want to commute anymore. Yes. What?
Qualifications.
Oh, yes, yes, the Nutley Park Court, under 16 prize for woodwork, the first aid certificate from the Scouts. That's the West Ealing branch. When I say vibrant and exciting, it doesn't have to be all that vibrant and exciting.
Why did you leave Sunshine Desserts?
I was sacked. When I say I don't want to commute, I'm prepared to travel a small distance, of course.
Why were you sacked?
Well, I sort of staged a fake suicide and came back. The guy says my long-lost friend from the company car isn't absolutely essential, and I'm prepared to work at weekends.
What other jobs have you done?
Yes, I've been connected with pig farming in a swilling out pigs connection. And when I say local, I'm prepared to travel 10 miles, 20 miles.
Well, I'm afraid ICI haven't been on the blur just lately.
30 miles, 40 miles, as long as it isn't abroad. Well, we're not very far abroad.
And the managing director's job at Shell Mex was snapped up rather quickly.
If anything crops up in Australia, I am prepared to consider it. Mr. Pelham is the owner of the pig factory. I'll be back this afternoon at 2:30. If you can get him, Climthorpe 7532. I can just get the 11:15 train. Excuse me. Go.
They're glad to see you back, old son. They've missed you.
The feeling's mutual, Mr. P.
I just won't take it from young lads who are still wet behind the ears.
I don't expect I'd take it from young lads who are still wet behind the ears if I was a pig.
They're lovely creatures, Reggie.
Yes, they're the governors, Mr. P.
You can get very fond of them.
You certainly can.
All those pork chops.
All that unsmoked streaky.
I'll tell you something, Reg. I think there'll be sweet music in your ears.
What's that, Mr. P?
You could have a great career in pigs.
Elizabeth!
I'm so sorry I'm late. Chain reaction to a buckled rail at West Byfleet.
Do sit down. Reggie warned you about the chairs, eh? No need to worry. These are new. Japanese. Small but silent. There you are, you see. It takes our bum-squatting, legs-crossed chums to design a decent chair. Ironic.
Certainly is, CJ.
I expect you're wondering why I asked you here.
Yes, I am rather.
We live in a competitive world. There is no room for broken reeds, lame ducks, or stool pigeons.
It certainly isn't, CJ.
I didn't get where I am today making room for broken reeds, lame ducks, or stool pigeons.
No, I'm sure you didn't.
How is Reggie?
He's swilling out pigs.
Industry's loss is the porker's gain. You know, I sometimes wonder, Elizabeth, if we here at Sunshine Desserts may have contributed very slightly to some of Reggie's problems. How will you manage?
Well, I shall have to go out to work.
Do you mind if I ask you a very personal question?
Not at all.
Can you type?
Oh, well, I used to. I'm a bit rusty.
Splendid. I can offer you a job, Elizabeth, starting Monday week.
Well, I don't think Reggie would like the idea of my working at Sunshine Desserts.
Then don't tell him. What the eye doesn't see is goose for the gander. Marion, send for them at once, please. I can offer you the job of secretary to our Mr. Webster and his assistant, our Mr. Harris Jones.
Oh, yes, the yes men.
What was that?
Oh, Reggie told me about them. One keeps saying super and the others keep saying great.
Nonsense. Why should they do that?
Oh, I suppose they're little phrases they've dropped into out of habit.
Nonsense. We don't drop into little phrases out of habit at Sunshine Desserts. Neither Mrs. C.J. nor I has ever dropped into a little phrase out of habit. Come! Ah, there you are, Tony, David. I expect you know Elizabeth, Reggie Perrin's wife. She's going to work for you.
Great.
Super.
You can't beat red cabbage with pork ulcer.
You certainly can't, Mr. P. Its favourite is red cabbage. And nobody makes red cabbage like my old Dutch.
Bit of crackling. You can't beat it, Reg.
Oh, you certainly can't. My old Dutch makes crackling. Yeah. Oh, my God, it has gone.
What's gone?
On me back, Mr. P. God, it really has gone this time.
What do you mean, really has gone this time?
Well, you know that time when I told you my back had gone?
Yeah.
When I said, oh, my back's gone? Yeah. Well, it had gone. But now it's been and gone again.
Good afternoon.
Hello, darling. Hello, darling. Hello, darling. Did you have a nice day at the piggery? No. Oh, good. Now, darling, you're not listening. I said I didn't have a nice day at the piggery. Oh, dear, why not? Because I smell of pig droppings. I'm knackered. My back's gone. Which is why I'm doubled up, as you noticed the moment I walked into the room. Where is she? Darling! Oh, hello, darling! Oh, that's funny. Oh, hello, darling. Hello, darling. Have a nice day. Hello, darling.
Hello, darling. Do you have a nice day at the piggery?
No.
Oh, good.
No, darling, you're not listening. I said I didn't have a nice day at the piggery.
Oh, dear, why not?
Because I smell of pig droppings. I'm knackered. My back has gone, which you'll notice the moment I walk into the room.
Oh, dear. I'm so sorry, but I was thinking about my news.
And I'm in agony. I'm on the dole. My life is in ruins. And what news?
I've got a job.
Oh.
Yes, I'm a typist.
Oh, so I'm out of a job, you're in one. Oh, I'm a kept man. My role as the dominant male is threatened. I'm an economic unit.
Actually, I'm quite looking forward to working.
Oh. Well, I hope it's somewhat a little pleasanter than Sunshine Dessert.
Sunshine Desserts? Oh, yes. It's much pleasanter than Sunshine Desserts. If I told you how different it was from Sunshine Desserts, you'd never believe me.
I might. Who are they?
Who?
Who are they? Who are you working for? Who are they?
Oh, you wouldn't have heard of them.
Of course I'd have heard of them, darling. I'm a man of business. I've heard of everybody. Of course I'd have heard of them. Who are they?
British Basket Company.
Never heard of them. Come on, off you go then, darling. Mustn't be late your first day. Besides, I want to get down the shops before the crowds. Umbrella.
Thank you, darling.
Handbag.
Thank you, darling.
Mirror.
Oh, yes.
Have a nice day at the office.
I won't.
The hills are alive.
Hello, darling.
Oh, sorry, didn't hear you with the hoovering, darling. Have a nice day at the office.
No. What's for supper?
Risotto.
Lovely.
Well, what's the British Basket Company like? I suppose while I've been slaving over a hot stove, you've been luxuriating in plush offices with air conditioning and restrooms and canteens, eh?
It's a horrid, poky little rabbit, Warren.
And what do you do?
Oh, I type letters all day about our waste paper baskets, most of which will probably end up by being thrown straight into our waste paper baskets.
And what's your boss like?
He's ex-heavyweight boxer, a Scottish-Hungarian. His mother comes from Arbroath and his father comes from Budapest. He has a wooden leg. Drinks like a fish.
Sounds a lot more interesting than Sunshine Dessert, darling. Well, I can't sit here gossiping. I have things to do. Oh, we must get new covers for these, darling.
nice day at the office?
No. What's for supper?
Risotto.
Oh, lovely. What's on the telly tonight?
Nothing much in anything, darling. I think it's a repeat of that series they repeated last year. You don't want to watch the telly, do you, darling?
Well, I'm tired. I've been out to work.
Yes, of course, you have. Oh, yes, I got your drink ready for you. There you are. Do you know, darling, it's strange. There's no mention of the British Basket Company in the phone book.
No, they left it out. They mixed it up with the other BBC. Mr. Steele was furious.
Yes, I can imagine, yes. Or in the Yellow Pages.
They left it out of there, too.
You are telling me the truth about your work, aren't you, darling?
Of course I'm telling you the truth. Why should I lie about
of course.
it?
Why should you? Ridiculous. No possible reason.
No possible reason at all.
Absolutely not. Stupid of me. You're not lying, you darling?
No.
Not even a little bit?
No.
She's lying. Just finished, darling. Have a nice day at the office, darling.
No.
Oh, Tom and Linda phoned, darling. They wanted to come round, so I thought better ask them round for supper.
Oh, how nice. And what little treat are you giving them?
I thought risotto. Well, we're not having risotto too much, are we, darling? No.
Well, perhaps slightly too much. But it's so nice that I don't want to tire of it.
Yes, it is nice, isn't it? Yes.
Perhaps nice isn't exactly the word I'd use.
Well, what is exactly the word you'd use, darling?
Unusual's exactly the word I'd use.
Unusual, right. Oh, it'll go with Tom's wine then, won't it?
Maybe he won't bring any.
Yes, there's always hope. No, I'm afraid. What about due for the turnip again? Do you know, darling, it is odd, but they've never heard of the British Basket Company at the Climthorpe Basket Boutique.
Really? That is odd.
Isn't it? Yes.
They wouldn't have done, would they? Because it's not in the phone book or the Yellow Pages. I'll go.
Yes. Saved by the bell, darling.
Oh, hello, Tom. Hello, Linda.
Hello, Mum.
There we are.
Oh, lovely wine. What a surprise. Turnip. Look, Tom's brought us some turnip wine.
What a lovely surprise!
Hello, Dad.
Hello, darling. Thank you, Tom. Thank you very much. Thank you very much indeed. What a shame. It's corked.
Well, of course it smells of cork if you smell a cork. I don't believe in all that anyway. I'm not a cork person.
Who is? There we are, Linda.
Thanks, Dad.
Darling. And for you. Tom. You'd like a drop, would you? There we are. And some for Reg. Cheers. Oh, do you know, Tom, I think that's the best wine you've ever made.
Oh, I'm glad you like it.
I wouldn't go that far.
I think it's time we stop being rude about Tom's wine.
I quite agree. It's about Tom. Oh, yes, quite. We must also £1 fine for the next person who's rude about Tom's wine. And that's more than the wine's worth.
£1.
All right, sorry.
I've never heard of this British Basket Company of yours, but then I'm not a basket person.
Who is?
Well, yes, there's a basket manufacturer who goes to our sauna, and he's never heard of it either.
Oh, well, it's a very small company. We only make very small baskets.
Still, we didn't come here to talk about baskets, did we, Lindy Squirts?
My name isn't Lindy Squirts, Tom.
Oh, I'm sorry, Floppy Scoots. We came here for a reason. Apart from the fact that it's nice to come here. Which, of course, it is.
Oh, spit it out.
Too late, I've drunk it.
£1.
Sorry I made this rule, I'll tell you.
You see, Reggie, I'm no snob, but I don't like the idea of Linda's father alternating between a dole and a piggery.
No, would you believe it? Does Linda's father.
Well, I know that you think being an estate agent's a boring job.
No, not at all. Not half as boring as swilling out pigs, I can assure you.
Well, I was thinking that I might just be able to take you on.
I accept with pleasure, Tom. Thank you very much.
Oh.
That is nice of you.
Yes, I'll start tomorrow.
Well, I'm afraid tomorrow I'm seeing rather an important client.
It's all right, I don't mind. Cheers, thank you very much. Jolly good. Tom, where do you get your turnips?
Henley.
They don't travel, do they? And that's the last of my housekeeping.
Excellent. I'm prepared to offer you £38,000.
Oh, good, lovely. Oh, well,
38,500.
What?
I'll offer 38,500.
39,000.
40.
41,000.
42, that's my last offer.
This is ridiculous.
What on earth did you do that for? After I've taken the trouble to offer you a job. I don't expect thanks. I'm not a thanks
Yes, I'm
person.
sorry, Tom. I just couldn't help it. It's so nice. You see, I want to move. I want to get away.
But estate agents don't outbid their clients. It's the ethical equivalent of a doctor making love to his patient.
I realise that, Tom. I just couldn't resist it. I want to make a new start, you see.
Well, you're going to have to. You're sacked. I'm sorry, Reggie.
Don't worry, Tom. Much better prospects are opening up for me anyway.
Well, this time it's got to be for keeps, old son.
Oh, will be cheap, honest.
Those kind to you.
Really?
They've been quite sickly. They haven't been themselves at all. So, you'll soon have them back on form now, eh?
Yes, I need the cavalier the troughs, Mr. P.
Pigs are conservative creatures, Reg. They don't like change.
I never knew there was so much to pigs.
People don't, old son. You'd be surprised. People don't.
Yes, a pig ignorant.
Pig ignorant. That's a good one. I like it. Pig ignorant.
Come on, Piggy Wiggy, swill time. Uncle Reggie's back.
It's very private here. The Sunshine Desserts crowd haven't caught on to it yet.
There's David and the girl over there.
Huh? Oh, yeah. Oh, David. Nice place.
Super, CJ.
Perhaps one or two of them have found it.
Oh, look. There's Tony and Joan over there.
What? Well, Tony, Joan, nice place.
Lovely.
Great. You are a beautiful woman, Elizabeth.
Thank you, CJ.
Reggie doesn't appreciate how fortunate he is.
Thank you, CJ.
Look at them. Large lunches, too much wine, erotic thoughts, hanky-panky. I don't like it, and I never will. The nation can't afford it. The International Monetary Fund would take a very dim view. More wine.
Thank you.
I didn't get where I am today indulging in hanky-panky.
I'm sure you didn't, CJ.
I've got some papers at home that need sorting. Would you like to come over and help me with them sometime?
Certainly.
Saturday?
Saturday?
I don't like the idea of your working on a Saturday.
Well, I don't like the idea of me working on a Saturday, but Mr. Pardo's just got to have this work done. Bye-bye, darling.
All right, darling, bye-bye. Hey, Pardo, I thought you said your boss's name was Steele.
Oh, he's lending me to Mr. Pardo.
Makes you sound like a library book, darling. Pardo, Steele. Pardo, Steele are the names of the Liberal Party leaders. She's making them up. A Freudian slip. A Clement Freudian slip. Of course she's not making them up. Why should she? Well, anybody can make a mistake over a name. In any case, why should she be making them up? No reason for her to lie, is there? She's having an affair, that's why she's lying. Man with a wooden leg from Arbroath who drinks like a fish indeed. British basket company, the whole thing's a load of baskets. No. God, how could she do it? No, of course not. She's the most wonderful wife in the world, and she's working. Working on a Saturday for me. Rubbish, she's not working. I can see them now, drinking like fishes from Arbroath, him mouthing endearments in his Scottish-Hungarian accent, she's stroking his wooden leg. No, he hasn't got a wooden leg, she made that up. He's young, handsome, virile, all the things I always wanted to... all the things I am and more. God, how could she do it? No, of course not, she's not that kind of person. Neither am I, and it didn't stop me.
Come along in. Do sit down. So good of you to come.
Oh, that's all right. Where are these papers that need sorting, CJ?
In a minute. Well, here we are.
Yes. Here we are.
Champagne.
Champagne?
Why not?
Oh, my God. be here to have an affair, has he?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Well, here we are.
Yes, here we are. He wouldn't have an affair with anyone. Not even Mrs. C.J. Would he? Wet, isn't it?
What, the champagne?
No, the weather.
Ah, yes, the weather. The champagne's dry and the weather's wet. Yeah, nasty for them.
Nasty for whom?
Oh, I don't know. Just nasty for them. Nasty for those people for whom it's nasty, I suppose, because it's wet. More champagne?
No, thank you.
Very wise.
What about the papers that need sorting, C.J.?
No, honey. First things first.
Oh, my God. Where's Mrs. C.J.?
Luxembourg.
Oh, my God. How long will she be away?
5 weeks.
Oh, my God.
My friends call me Bunny. And here we are.
Yes, here we are, C.J. Bunny. I'm in a bit of a hurry, Bunny. Can't we get straight down to it?
Yes, let's! Yes, let's get straight down to it.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my God. Let's get straight down to it. We'll start with the top one, shall we?
So long, darling, you'll be late.
All right, won't be a minute.
Umbrella, darling. Handbag, darling. Darling, give my love to Mr. Pardo, Mr. Steele, and any other members of the Liberal Party who happen to be present. And if any of them ask you to drink like a fish again or work again on a Saturday, you can tell them to shove that Arbroath wooden legs up their Hungarian basket.
Here we are, ready now.
Umbrella, darling.
Thank you, darling.
Handbag, darling.
Thank you, darling.
Darling. Have a good day at the office.
I won't. Have a good day at the piggery.
I won't. Certainly won't have a good day at the piggery because I am not going anywhere near the piggery. I am going to go somewhere completely different. Right. Soon see about that. Hello, Pelham's Piggeries. May I speak to Mr. Oh.
Hello? Mr. Pelham, please. It's Reg here. Yeah, a bit of a cross line there, Mr. P. I was wondering, Mr. P, if I could possibly have the day off. Yes, it's my auntie. She's not, she's under the, yes. Yeah, well, oh, very kind of Mr. P, right. And I'll see you, right, what? Without pay? Right, Mr. P. Oh, and Mr. P, give my love to the porkers. Right, we'll soon see what the truth is about this job she's taking. Right, Cyril Smith, here I come.
Morning.
Good morning, Mrs. Perrin.
My God. Of course, that's who she was with on Saturday. I didn't get where I am today without knowing Sunshine Desserts when I see it. Right. Morning, Mr. Milford. Morning, Peter.
What? Who wants to see me, Marion? Perrin? Reggie Perrin? Send him in a few moments, Marion. Oh, my God. Has he found out the truth? But nothing happened between me and Elizabeth. Come. Ah, Reggie, good to see you. Sit down, old chap. Cigar, old chap? Now, Reggie, about me and Elizabeth. She did come down to my house in Godalming to sort some papers. It is true that I had unsorted the papers so that she'd take a long time sorting them. And it is true that I made her call me Bunny. But nothing happened. I was lonely, Reggie. Mrs. C.J. was in Luxembourg. Reggie, please don't tell anyone. In the hard world of industry, in the hard world of the instant blancmange, I have a certain reputation. Come! Ah, Reggie! Good to see you.
C.J.
Sit down, old chap.
Oh, thank you very much.
Cigar, old chap?
Oh, thank you, C.J. How are things in Sunshine Desserts?
But, oh, going absolutely splendidly, old chap. We have entered a slight wobble. I didn't get where I am today without knowing a slight wobble when I enter one. Yes, but I have high hopes of our new slimline jellies.
Now, they should end the wobble.
Oh, yes, absolutely. Yes. And how are things with you, old chap?
No, excellent, C.J. Next month I open my new shop, Grot.
Grot?
Yes, Grot.
And what are you going to sell in this new shop, Grot?
Rubbish.
Rubbish?
Yes, rubbish. I have a notice in the window saying every single item in this shop is guaranteed absolutely useless. It's a completely new business concept.
Yes, it is. He's mad. I think it's an absolutely excellent idea, Reggie. What can I do for you?
Well, C.J., I'll come straight to the. I'll come straight to the point, C.J. I don't believe in beating about the beating about the bush, C.J.
You're talking my language, Reggie.
I have made certain commitments to what can only be called the bank, which I can't fully, as it were, fulfill. So I was wondering if I could possibly borrow from you some money.
Oh, my God. Is it blackmail? I see, Reggie. What sort of sum did you have in mind?
Oh, shall we say, 30?
30?
Yeah, 30.
Fine, 30.
30,000.
Thousand?
£30,000, C.J.
It is blackmail. Did you ever find out anything about Elizabeth and that Saturday and Tony Webster?
Yes, as a matter of fact, I did, C.J. She wasn't with Tony Webster at all.
Oh.
No, funnily enough, she was with a chap in your neck of the woods.
Cigar?
No, thanks. Yeah, we smoke it one at a time. Yeah, believe it or not, C.J., in Godalming.
Oh, my God. £30,000, I think you said.
Yes.
Right.
Pardon?
Certainly.
God. I'm sorry, I meant thank God. I meant thank you. Thank God, same thing.
Here we are, Reggie. It won't bounce.
Thank you very much indeed, C.J.
And, Reggie?
Yes?
No further demands.
No, of course not, C.J. Demands, C.J.? Heavens, you make it sound as if I were blackmailing you. Well, thank you very much indeed, C.J. Good heavens.
Nobody's coming.
Oh, they will, darling, they will. Why don't you go off home, darling, and start building up the stocks? Eh? I'll handle the rush when it comes, all right? Let's go and make some more of those tasteless puddings. They'll go like hotcakes. A few more of those square hoops. Get those rolling.
Reggie, what have we done?
Oh, darling, please don't be impatient, darling. Even Marks and Spencer's didn't make a success on their first morning. Go, off you go. Off you go. And I may be a bit late because I've got the books to do. Got the book. All right, darling, off you go. Oh, she's so right, of course. What have I done? What have you done, Reggie? What do you think? What do you think this is? A grotty shop called Grot? Who on earth in the right mind is going to buy Tom's wine and Dr. Snurd's paintings of the album? Oh, good morning. Morning. Can I help you, madam?
Just looking.
Yes, certainly. Yes, give your eyes a feast, give your optics the treat of a lifetime.
It's all rubbish.
Yes, absolutely complete and utter rubbish.
Stupid.
Thank you very much. Very, very grateful. This is the first of many shops. We're hoping to have a string stretching from Inverness as far as Penn. You see, Reggie, that's what you've done. Oh, clever Reggie, cocking his final snook at the world that has destroyed him. Oh. Morning.
Everything in this shop is rubbish, is it?
Absolutely, sir.
Ah, I see. What's the point of that, then?
Well, there's so much rubbish sold these days under false pretenses, I decided to be honest about it.
Ah, you've got a point there. There you have got a point.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
This wine, useless, is it?
Absolutely revolting.
Only, you see, I'm looking for something for the wife's sister.
Oh, yes, and you don't like her?
Can't stand the sight of her.
Does she like wine?
Oh, yes, she fancies herself something rotten with the old vino.
Right. Well, I think she'll find the nettle at 1.25 mildly unpleasant, but if you can go for something a little worse, the turnip at 1.45 is really pretty awful. But if you can run to the sprout at 1.75, horrific.
1.75?
Yes, but it is nauseating, I do promise.
So, the worse the thing is, the more it costs.
Exactly.
And that's really revolting, is it?
Have you ever tasted weasel spit strained through a moulded alcohol?
No. I can't say I have. Is that how it tastes? Oh!
And that's just the bouquet.
You've talked me into it.
Very good, sir. A wise decision. At 1.75. Thank you very much indeed, sir. Much obliged. And 25p change. And if by any chance she likes it, I will, of course, refund the money.
Odd shop, isn't it?
Extremely. Jolly good. Well, that's better. See. Yes. Morning, madam. Morning.
This shop is new, isn't it?
Yes, that is correct, yes.
Who painted that?
Ah, what a discerning eye, yes. That's a Snurd. A Dr. Eustace Snurd, FRDA.
FRDA?
Yes, Fellow of the Royal Dental Association. Oh, a fairly rough and dodgy artist.
How much is it?
Ah, well, that is an early Snurd. During his gas period before cocaine came in, so it is a little more expensive than the later Snurds, yes. That one comes out at £40 and 5p.
I'll have it.
Really? Thank you very much. What an extraordinary choice. Right you are, madam. Thank you very much, That's £40. Right, there. Oh, thank you very much, Edith. 5, 10, 20, and 5p.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yes,
yes.
we must keep the book straight.
Oh, yes.
Thank you very much indeed, madam.
It's lovely.
Oh, no, it's awful. It's awful. It's rubbish.
I think it's lovely.
Really? Well, in that case, I better knock a bit off. There you are.
I think it's beautiful.
Oh, well, that's the best I can do. Thank you. Good day. See, with no taste. Morning, madam.
Good morning.
Morning. Nobody for tennis?
Square hoop?
Yes.
What is the idea of these square hoops?
Well, they're absolutely useless, madam. They won't roll.
How much are they?
They're hideously overpriced at £1.50.
I'll have one for my grandnephew.
That's right, certainly, madam. He won't, of course, like it.
Nonsense. It will be something nobody else has got. And that is the main thing with children, isn't it?
Yes, you're absolutely right, Mela. Thank you very much indeed. Will it be all right like that, Mela?
Oh, perfectly.
Right.
Thank you.
Good day.
Good day.
Something nobody else has got. Something nobody else has got. What a good idea. Something nobody else has got. Darling, I took £93.82.
Where from?
He took me to the shop we made. £93.82.
£93.82?
It's a lot more than I expected, darling.
It's £93.82 more than I expected.
You see, so little faith you had, so little faith.
Well, look, I made some more square hoops.
Good. Darling.
And some broken china.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Yes. You like it?
No, it's dreadful. Just the thing for our friends.
Yes. You don't like your friends?
Oh, they're delightful people, but no taste at all, poor souls.
Yes.
Which one would you say was the worst?
It is difficult. Yes. Embarrassment of poverty. Yes, I think the sunset over Albufeira is pretty awful. I always think it looks like the bloodshot eye of a drunken Turkish wrestler with cat.
You and your sales talk.
Thank you. But, well, the one on the end is the biggest, so it's £50, so I suppose on that score alone it must be the nastiest.
It is rather nasty, isn't
Yes, it is, yes. Would you like to see it outside in the natural light? I don't think you're seeing it at its worst here. Thank you. Off you go.
Cheerio.
Oh, sorry. Hello, darling.
Hello, Dad.
Hello, Tom.
Has that man bought that awful painting?
No, not yet. He's gone outside to have a look at it.
You'll never see him again. He'll walk off with it.
Oh, do you think so, Tom?
You must realise, Reggie, there's been a total breakdown of civilization. I think you'll find, when you've been in business as long as I have, there are no standards anymore in this country of ours. There's no longer any room for trust between human beings in the modern business world. No. You'll never see him again.
£50, I think you said.
Oh, thank you very much indeed, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, sir. I'm sorry, Tom, you were saying.
All your stuff's rubbish.
Yes.
You've got a notice in your window. Everything sold in this shop is absolutely useless.
Yes.
You're selling my wine.
Yes.
That's an offence against the Trade Descriptions Act.
No.
I can see why you were so secretive about your shop, Dad.
I wish to withdraw my wine immediately.
Oh, very well, Tom, if you insist. Yes, you can have it back, what's left of it, plus £3.75 I already owe you for wine sold. Oh, yes. Nice to see you again. Did she like the Sprout wine?
She hated it. I have a dozen bottles.
Wait, down here. Now, I'm sorry, these have gone rather more quickly than I expected. We've only got 7 Sprout left. Would you mind if I made them up with turnip? I think you'd be amused by its distinct yobbishness.
Oh, certainly.
Good. That'll be to 1925 with the deduction for the turnip. Oh, incidentally, sir, this is the gentleman who makes all our wine.
Oh, really?
Yes.
They're absolutely repulsive.
Thank you.
Thank you very much indeed. And 25 HN. There we are. So now then, will you be able to manage with that?
Oh, yes, thank you. Thank you.
Good.
Awful.
Very nice to see you again. Good day. Good day. Now, Tom, with that makes £17.45, I know. Owe you.
Look, Reggie, I think I might have been a little hasty. What do you think, Lindy Squirts?
Well, Tommy Plops, I would like proper wine occasionally.
What do you mean, proper wine?
Well, you know, French, Italian, German, Spanish, Hungarian, proper wine. Well, then you could give all yours to Dad to sell.
I see.
Oh, sorry, Tom.
Very well, Reggie. You may have all the wine you like.
Wise decision. I'll keep the commission back for the time being, shall I?
No.
Right. Yes, what can I do for you?
I'd like a square root, please.
The square root? Yes, they're £1.50 and they don't roll.
I know, Tim Richardson's got one. It's a new craze going around school for being Irish. Oh, look, I've got a square hoop.
Oh, Jabez, they don't roll. Thank you.
Do you really think you're going to make a lot of money, Dad?
No, I don't think I'm going to make a lot of money, darling. I think I'm going to make a fortune, that's what I think.
Fortune?
Yes. Yes, square hoops is just the beginning. Square hoops, square footballs, round dice. Yes, a fortune. At least that's what I'm hoping to make. Yes, sir, what can I do for you?
We've got 3 invitations to dinner in the Poets' Estate, one in Wordsworth Drive, one in Elizabeth Barrett Browning Crescent, and one in Anon Avenue.
Splendid.
Now, the Manor Hill Boys' School want you to debate the motion that the profit motive is a dirty word.
It's right back and tell them it's 3 dirty words, I do.
And the Plimthorpe Flat Earth Society want you to talk about dissent in the age of conformity.
Yes, very well, we better do that one as well. Yes, all right, darling, yes. The success story. Yes, the burden of success. Well, I better go, darling, otherwise I'll be late for... Yes, must go. Right.
Umbrella.
Thank you, darling.
Briefcase.
Thank you, darling.
Have a good day at the office.
Oh, I will. I most certainly will.
Morning, Reggie. Can you be my guest at a golf club dinner on Saturday week?
Sorry, Dennis, love to, but can't. Prior engagement.
Morning, Reggie. You come to dinner on Saturday week and meet the Shorthouses.
Awfully sorry, Peter. Love to meet the Shorthouses. Can't. Prior engagement. Now, which phone shall I start with today? The red one or the yellow one? I think the red one today. No, perhaps the yellow one. Well, I don't know. Hello? Miss Harris, would you come in, please? Thank you. Miss Harris, good morning. 22 minutes late, black ice at Norbiton. Oh, Miss Harris, I do wish you weren't, Miss Harris. I wish you were Joan. You're neither beautiful, nor ugly, warm, nor friendly. You just stand there. I'm sorry, what did you say? I'm sorry, no, right, that will be all, miss. Would you get me some champagne and some glasses, please?
Of course, Mr. Perrin.
No, forget that. That's all over, Reggie. That's all past you. It's all gone and forgotten, that. And you got this, you see. All of this is yours. Isn't it exciting? Yes. And you can stop talking to yourself as well. We don't any more of that. Don't any more talking to yourself. Right, we stop that. Right. Have you stopped? Yes. Have you? No, I haven't. Oh, God. Yes, come in. David, good morning.
I've got those figures for the planning meeting, Reggie. You're down in 7 shops, level pegging in 11, and up in 26. Super.
Good. Sit down, David.
Thank you. 2 years ago, you were opening your first shop. Now you have 44 shops and a manufacturing firm showing profits of $750,000.
Yes.
Super.
Champagne.
Super.
Good, splendid. Get yourself a glass, Miss Harris.
Oh, no, thank you.
Just for once, let your bloody hair down. Are you quite sure, Miss Harris?
Thank you, no, I'm on a diet.
All right. Tell me, David, why are women with perfect figures always on diets, and why do female dietitians always 16 stone?
I don't know. Why are women with perfect figures always on diets, and why do female dietitians always 16 stone?
It wasn't meant to be a riddle, David, huh? Because the world is absurd, that's why. Cheers. Well, you're not sorry you came to work for me, are you, David?
Oh, I'll say not. When CJ made me redundant like that, just before my wedding and everything, it took away all my self-confidence.
Yes, I know.
Did I ever tell you what happened then?
Yes, you did. Yes.
I read about your success.
Yes,
I wrote you 18 letters.
I know, yes.
I tore all 18 up.
Yes, and then Prue made you write to me again, and I took you on, and you're very happy, and she's the most wonderful girl in the world, right?
Oh, you know.
Yes. Tell me, David, do you think they made you redundant at Sunshine Desserts for economy reasons, or because they were dissatisfied with you?
I'm nothing special, Reggie. No, don't deny it. Oh, God. You weren't going to. I'm nothing special, but although this may sound big-headed, I think I'm adequate. So I like to think it was for economy reasons.
I see. On the other hand, of course, you could be wrong, and it could well be because they were dissatisfied. Yes. Or you could have been right in the first instance. Because of economy reasons. That's it. Well, that's very interesting, yes. Unfortunately, it's finished with. Good. Now, isn't it interesting that Sunshine Desserts is having such a bad time, eh? Bit of a turn-up for the book, eh? Mere success and Sunshine Desserts failing. Not that it gives me any pleasure at all. No. No pleasure. No interest, yes, but not pleasure, no. Yes, I think I'll drop in on CJ and see him. I owe him some money. And I think I might call in on Tony as well. See if I can get Joan to come and work here in place of the dreaded Miss Harris.
Give my love to Tony. I wonder if he's still saying great all the time.
Oh, I expect so.
Super. Careful, you don't want me to be drunk at the planning meeting.
Oh. Good. I think we all know each other, don't we? Esther Pigeon Research, Morris Coates Advertising, and David Harris Jones Hiccuping. Now we've got a press release, haven't we? Thank you very much. Yes, this is going out tomorrow. March was the most successful month yet for Grot. We launched our new silent LP, Laryngitis in 30 Lands, featuring the silence of Max Bygraves, Des O'Connor, the Bay City Rollers, the Sex Pistols, and Rolf Harris. It has sold millions. Some pub landlords are even playing it as background silence. We've also introduced upright models of the Leaning Tower of Pisa, leaning models of the Eiffel Tower, and rubber razor blades for nervous shavers. April promises to be an even better month. In store for the British public are such treats as porous waterbeds, heat-resistant saucepans, teas not made, mousetraps made entirely of cheese, and the ideal gift for the motorist you don't like, the elastic tow rope.
Good thinking. Like it.
Super.
Smashing.
With you.
Super.
Jolly good. Well, we had a sales campaign for a new innocuous white pill. Your findings, Esther?
32% of people over 55 in the Wirral and 2.1% of people under 43 in the Gorbals liked the idea. 23% of those under 35 in the Wirral and 7.6% of those over 52 in the Gorbals thought it possible. 23.6% found it difficult to swallow. 26.9% of replies in the Gorbals were rejected by the computer, which suffered 2 fuses and a blowout.
All right, well, I think that's fine. Splendid. Jolly good, yes?
I'm sorry. I may be a bit slow on the uptake.
Yes?
But why should people buy a pill that doesn't do anything?
Because it comforts them, David. Of course it comforts them. You see, this has no effects whatsoever. Therefore, it can have no side effect. You don't have to keep it out of the reach of children, and Catholics can take it. Right, Horace? Any ideas for advertising on that one?
How about, off the top of the head, toss it in the seed tray, see if the budgie bites. How about Perrin's pills? They don't look good, they don't taste good, they don't do you any good.
Yes, that's not bad, yes, not bad. Now then, about those Perrin's insoluble suppositories, they still going up well?
9.8% of the 32% over 55 in the Wirral, and 36% of the 2.1% in the Gorbals who liked the pill also liked the idea. 33.7% in the Gorbals told us where we could put the insoluble suppository.
Well, I think we'll push ahead with both of those, shall we then? Now then, we've had a few new ideas from the design team. See how they grab you. Egg cup. No, with the egg. Can't get at it. Fruit sets with no holes, you can't get anything out. Not only that, you can't put anything in.
Smashing.
Do you know, it is nice being the boss because everybody agrees with everything you say.
Absolutely, Reggie.
Get out.
Come.
Hello, Tony.
Great.
Nice to see you.
Congratulations on your success.
Oh, thank you very much. Yes. How are things going here? Thank you.
Oh, great. Amazingly well. This is Success City.
Oh, I'd heard things were going rather badly. I'm glad to hear they're not.
No. Cigar?
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you. Yes, I... No. Yeah.
Yeah, CJ's at a rather critical meeting.
Oh.
Well, when I say critical, I don't mean critical. Of course, I mean sort of important.
Yes,
you know.
yes.
Well, I mean not in important,
No,
really, sort of unimportant.
Yes, go on.
CJ's at this totally
unimportant meeting. Yes.
And I've been looking through the papers on his desk. Excellent figures, Reggie.
Good, jolly good. Talking of excellent figures, how is Joan?
I married her, you know.
Yes, I know.
Yeah, she's left.
Ah, happy event.
Oh, no.
No?
We honeymooned on the Italian Riviera. Oh, honestly, Reggie, it was great.
Yes.
Like there'd never been anybody else. You know what I mean?
Oh, yes, I do. I know exactly what you mean.
Marvellous. Made for each other. And then on the second Tuesday, I met this Finnish chick.
Yeah.
Joe found out, exit one marriage.
Oh, dear, I see.
Mind you, we were both on the rebound. Do you remember my dolly bird with no bristles?
I remember an attractive young lady. Yes, I didn't particularly remark the absence of mammaries. No.
I was on the rebound from her, and Joan was on the rebound from...
From who?
Well, quite frankly, Reggie, I always thought she fancied you.
Me? Good heavens. Oh, nonsense, Joan. No, absolute nonsense. Of course she didn't fancy... Me Perrin, you Joan. Him left at church. No, that's utter nonsense. Absolutely no. Of course, no, she never fancied me, and I certainly didn't. But where's she working?
At the Glycero Ointment Corporation in Godalming.
Good. Good God. Godalming, good. Yes. No, I have no interest in Joan particularly. No, not at all. No, I just thought I might possibly look her up and perhaps offer her a job at my new pleasure.
Great.
Yes. So everything's going well here then. Good.
Oh, great, yes. How's David Harris Jones settling in?
Oh, very well, Tony, very well, yes.
Still saying super all the time, is he?
Yes, great.
Disaster, Tony. Absolute disaster. I didn't get where I am today without recognizing Reggie Perrin, mercy! First-class meeting, quite excellent.
If you want to be alone with Tony to discuss business, CJ,
No, nothing like that. I'll see you in the office in 2 minutes. No, you're not in the way at all. No, nothing private. Goodbye, Tony.
I'll talk about the excellent meeting then, CJ. Yes. I've just been looking at the excellent figures on your excellent desk.
Excellent. Come along in, Reggie.
Oh, thank you, CJ. Yeah.
Cigar, old chap?
No, thank you, CJ. They're a little smaller, but I still only smoke them one at a time.
Well, Reggie, I always knew that you would do well.
Thank you, CJ.
It's the early bird that catches the quick brown fox, eh?
Every time, CJ.
I'm delighted that Grot has been such a success.
Thank you, CJ.
I always knew it would be.
More than I did.
I didn't get where I am today without knowing that Grot would be a success. Mrs. C.J. and I are absolutely delighted. I said to her in bed only last night, Mrs. C.J., I said, I am absolutely delighted with Reggie Perrin's success. So am I, C.J., she said, I am absolutely delighted with Reggie. So you can see, Reggie, we're both absolutely delighted with your success. But you didn't come here today to listen to me telling you that I'm absolutely delighted with your success. But I am, Reggie, absolutely delighted with my success.
No, I didn't suggest, as a matter of fact. I came to repay you the loan. You made me £30,000 over 2 years. I thought at 11%, shall we say. There's my cheque for £36,600. It won't bounce, CJ.
Yes, but it wasn't exactly a loan, was it, Reggie?
Well, what do you mean? Of course it was a loan. What else was it?
Well, Reggie, you and I are men of the world, eh? No need to beat around the mulberry bush, eh?
You're talking my language, CJ.
Well, I'm a gentleman. I think it's bad form to take back a blackmail ransom, especially at 11%.
Blackmail ransom, CJ?
I know you're successful, Reggie, and I'm absolutely delighted that you're successful, but there's no need... What?
What do you mean, blackmail, CJ?
Well, it was, blackmail, wasn't it?
Of course it was. What on earth gave the idea it was blackmail, CJ? Good heavens, no wonder you gave me the money so readily. Good. But what on earth
earth did you think I was blackmailing you about?
Yes, well, my little peccadillo. My extremely little peccadillo with the Dalmatian Countess.
The Dalmatian Countess?
The Dalmatian Countess I met in Godalming.
Oh, I see. Oh, no, I didn't know.
Oh, I was led on, Reggie. You know what these Dalmatian Countesses are.
Oh, yeah. Well, no, I don't know. Oh, no, I didn't know anything about it. No, it wasn't blackmail. Anyway, I'm sure the money will come in very useful.
Yes, it will. Not that we're in any difficulty.
No, of
I
course.
mean, we have entered another slight wobble. I didn't get around today without recognising another slight wobble when I see one. Our slimline jellies sank without trace, but I have hopes that our new liqueur custards will cause quite a stir.
Oh, I'm sure they will. I'll be delighted if they will.
I'm delighted that you're delighted, Reggie.
I'm delighted, you're delighted, I'm delighted. And if by any chance all your pure custards don't cause quite a stir, and of course they will, and if you are in trouble, perish the thought, and of course you won't be, but if you are, come and see me.
Yes, I will, thank you, Reggie. If by any chance our liqueur custards don't cause quite a stir, and of course they will, and if I am in trouble, perish the thought, of course I won't be. If I am, I will.
Yes. I'm absolutely delighted, CJ. It's... You know, Ponsonby, it is nice to have somebody to confide in who's more stupid than you are. Sherlock Holmes had his Watson, Raffles had his Bunny, I have my Pussy. You know, Ponsonby, quite a long while ago now, you may recall... do you recall? No, perhaps not. I opened my very first grot shop. I only did it as a last defiant gesture to the world. I never for one moment dreamt it would be a success, but it was. Extraordinary success. And now I have, well over 50 shops. Possibly 100 by now. And I liked it. It was fun at first. But, well, you're a cat of the world, Ponsonby. You know how quickly life's pleasures fade. I don't want to be a tycoon anymore. I don't want to make a fortune selling rubbish to people. So I've decided I'm going to destroy this empire of mine, this monster that I have created. But I don't want people to know that I've destroyed it deliberately, Ponsonby, because a lot of people are going to be out of a job, you see. So what am I going to do? How am I going to do it? You don't know? Well, I'll tell you. I'm going to employ in key roles people who are entirely unsuited to those roles, people uniquely qualified to destroy my empire. Ah, what do you think of that as a wheeze, eh? Yes? Yes, good, isn't it? I thought you'd like it. Yeah. Yes, come in. Joan?
Doc Morris is here, Mr. Perrin.
Ah, he's arrived. Good, good. You remember him, of course, from Sunshine Desserts, don't you?
Oh, yes, whatever you had, he said he'd got it worse and gave you a couple of aspirin.
That's right, yes. Now, tell me honestly, Joan, because I value your opinion. What did you think of him?
Oh, well, I think he's very nice. Harmless, but absolutely useless, Mr. Perrin.
Absolutely useless, exactly, yes. I'm going to offer him a job. Right. Sure, Joan, would you please? Thank you, Joan. Yes. Now, what job can I give Doc Morrissey? Yes, of course. Yes, Carl. Ah, Doc, come in. Nice to see you. Sit down, Doc.
Oh, thanks. Oh,
what's the trouble?
Oh, haven't the foggiest.
A cigar, Doc?
Oh, shouldn't. Got some sort of breathing problem. Haven't the foggiest idea what. Thanks. So, things are flourishing, Reggie?
Yes, not too bad, Doc. Yes, going on holiday in a few days with Linda and her husband and the children. Otherwise, things are fine, yes. You had a bit of trouble, didn't you, Doc? Struck off the medical register, wasn't it?
Yes.
Why was that?
Oh, it's nothing. It was gross professional incompetence.
Heavens, is that all?
Well, there was this chap, Reggie. It looked like indigestion, so I gave him the white pills. I find that people always expect indigestion pills to be white. How was I to know it was the first case of pink baboon fever ever to be recorded in Jersey?
Doc, I want to offer you a job.
Me? A job? What else?
Head of forward planning.
I've never done anything like that.
Oh, before you became a doctor, you'd never been a doctor, Doc.
No, and look what happened.
In entrusting the overall strategy of my ever-expanding empire to you, Doc, I know exactly what I'm doing.
You do?
Yes. Come on, let's go have some lunch.
Oh, right. Oh, I can only eat boiled fish. I've got some sort of stomach problem. I'm the foggiest one.
You want to see a doc, Doc?
What's the use? They're going to tell you you've got it worse and give you 2 aspirin.
These 3, did you say? Thank you very much indeed. Yeah.
That'll do you a world of good, sir.
Oh, it will that. Cheers, darling. Okay.
Reggie?
Yes?
Why on earth did you make Doc Morrissey head of forward planning, darling?
Oh, I know what I'm doing, darling. I know. You have so little faith in me, darling. You didn't think Grot itself would be a success at first, did you? No, Doc Morrissey's the man for the job. And I think I see another man for another job. You have a drink with me?
Ah, it's very nice here, yeah.
My name is... Same again. My name is Perrin, Reggie Perrin. I run the grot shops, the rubbish chain.
Seamus Finnegan, labourer, the Climthorpe Slip Relief, Feeder Road.
Ah, yes, but you weren't working today.
No, sir, no.
Cheers.
Oh, cheers, sir, no. Your man gave me the day off on account I had an urgent appointment at Kempton Park.
Ah, I see. How did you get on?
My system failed me, sir.
Oh, dear. What system is that?
Well, I always back the grey. If there isn't a grey on the race, I back the sheepskin noseband.
This man is ideal. Tell me, Seamus, have you ever worked in management at all?
No, sir, no. My genius for management remains a secret between me and me maker.
Good. Had any experience at all in administration?
No, sir, no. That's one fellow I never met.
Seamus, I'd like to offer you a job starting at £10,000 a year, plus a company car, and, of course, luncheon vouchers.
Would you be having a little bit of fun here with a simple Irishman in the bog, sir?
I'm offering you the job, Seamus.
Oh, hell's bells, I better take it so before you change your mind.
We'll go into the details later. I'll drop a line to the Climthorpe Slip Relief
Feeder Road.
Yes,
sir, yeah.
Right, bye for now, then.
A large brandy, please.
Splendid. Well, that's another satisfactory appointment, darling.
Oh, what is he, your new night watchman?
No, my new admin officer. You know, darling, I am looking forward to this holiday. Oh, nice, relaxed day on the beach in the sun. Lovely. Well, this is fun.
I don't mind cold and wind. I'm a cold and wind person.
Nice-looking pub just back there.
Lindy Squibs, the children will be okay in the car for a few minutes, won't they?
Tom, you know how we deplore people who leave their kids outside pubs. You know how we hate the fact that kids aren't welcomed in English pubs and hotels. Well, that's why we always holiday in France.
Oh, we're in France, are we? Oh, look, there's a British car. Oh, I say they're driving on the wrong side of the road. Monsieur, vous êtes sur la Malco de la Rue.
Let's drive on, shall we?
Tired of this bit of miserable freezing sea, are we? Good. Let's go and see another bit of miserable freezing sea. Social parasites. Oh, how charming.
Jocasta hit me!
Yes, Adam, but only because you hit her first, old prickle bonds.
Adam's hit me again!
Oh, look, big wave. It may drown some seagulls.
Reggie, don't drive so fast.
Is this slow enough for you?
Oh, don't be in a bad mood, Dad. It is a holiday.
I see, that's what it is. Ah, yes.
I feel sick. And they don't take me for you. I bet I am.
Yes, there's no doubt about it. This is definitely a holiday.
I'm going for a walk on my own. So am I. Oh, come on, Linda. Let's go for a walk on our own together.
This holiday's my fault, I'm afraid.
Yes. Do you have a vacation for being an estate agent?
No, not really. I just am one.
Yes, but you must have become one at some stage. I mean, the midwife didn't take a look at you and tell your proud father it's an estate agent.
I just drifted into it, Reggie, as people do.
Oh, come on, Tom, don't be so modest. I mean, you're charming, intelligent, witty, natural flair for languages. I think it's that, I mean, that French just now, very funny. I think it's that that's convinced me that you're the man I'm looking for. Come and work for me as head of publicity.
Oh. Thank you, Reggie. I never really thought of myself as a publicity person.
Oh.
But I accept.
Too cold.
Good. Right. Oh, dear, engine started first time. Never mind, off we go.
Why are we going so slowly?
Custer's wet herself.
She can't. You need to draw attention to it.
Wet knickers, wet knickers.
Yes, she has. But wet knickers have you, old bungle twerp?
No. I done big jobbies.
Right, that's it. I'm walking home. It's only 10 miles. You can drive, Tom. Hey, what are you doing, you stupid fool? It's 10 miles! And after I made him head of publicity, too. Bloated capitalists! Reggie! Jimmy! What are you doing in these parts? On holiday.
Oh, bad luck. How's Big Sister?
Fine, fine. We all had a bit of an argument, so they left me to walk.
Bad luck. Hop in.
Oh, thank you. What on earth have you done, Jimmy?
Oh, it's just, yeah, well, actually a bit of a cock-up on the explosives front. Blackett, my batman for 20 years. Don't worry about him, very good scout.
Oh, I see, of course. You've got the headquarters... Not the headquarters of your secret army down here, have you, Jimmy?
Got it in one.
Everything going all right, is it? Ready to fight for Britain when the balloon goes up, are you?
I'll take you there, Reggie.
Oh, thank you.
A few precautions. I think you'll find HQ impressive, Reggie.
Yes, I'm sure I will, Jimmy.
Pretty impressive setup. Pretty impressive, eh?
There's no sign of your secret army, Jimmy.
Exactly, it's secret. Impressive sight, isn't it?
Oh, yes.
On the surface, a normal farm. Never guess hidden here. A well-oiled military machine.
No, you certainly wouldn't, Jimmy.
Clive? Colleague. Clive Lofty Anstruther. Top drawer. I'm back, Clive. What does this look like?
Hey?
Got it in one. I don't suspect there were 300 guns concealed in there, would you?
Certainly wouldn't, Jimmy.
Yeah, sure.
Certainly wouldn't.
Gone. All gone. Odd. Clive?
Lofty!
All full of grenades.
Clive?
Ordinary stables.
They look like it, judging by the map.
Polystyrene. Gramophone. 100 bazookas in here. All gone.
Clive! Clive! Clive?
All gone. Clive. Vamoose, taking the lot. Rifles, bazookas, money. I'm ruined, Reggie. Ruined.
Yeah. Now the night is dark as before the storm, Jimmy.
Shoot myself if guns weren't all gone. Probably miss anyway. Everything I touch turns to disaster.
Yes, it does seem to... Jimmy. Jimmy, why don't you come and work for me?
What as?
Head of creative thinking. In fact, it has been a wonderful year for Grot, and our European division, Eurogrot, is making very promising inroads.
Yeah. I didn't get where I am today without recognizing promising inroads when I see them.
Quite. We have built a Eurogrot distribution centre in Luxembourg and a fleet of super lorries.
Super.
Exactly. These are called Grot Masters and are even now ensuring that no part of that lovely continent which is Europe is without its little bit of grot.
Great.
No, grot. However, despite this success, I have heard one or two criticisms about some of my recent appointments. One comment, I don't know who said it, and it doesn't really matter who, was I didn't get where I am today by having Irish labourers promoted over my head. Well, to answer these criticisms, I'm now going to call upon my 4 newest appointments to give us a brief resume of their progress to date. And I think what they have to say is going to astound us all. Tom.
Thank you. I've had distributed among you a few campaign ideas. I'm not really a campaign person. And slogans. I won't bore you with my slogan ideas now.
No, Tom, I insist that you bore us with them now.
Oh. Well, there was one. I'm not really a slogan person. It went, go to grot shops and get an eyeful of Perrin's products with a wide range of goods that are really pretty awful.
Excellent, Tom. Absolutely first class.
It doesn't rhyme or scan properly.
It almost rhymes or scans properly, Tom. That's the important thing. This is exactly the sort of thing I'm paying you for.
Thank you. Well, I'll just give you one more, perhaps. Grot is the ideal place for gifts because it's all on one floor, so there aren't any lifts. They aren't all of that standard, of course.
Well, Tom, this is most promising. Very, very good indeed. Doc?
Thank you. I did have one idea. January sales.
Yes, I think we have heard something similar there, Doc.
Yes, in September. With the prices of everything going up instead of down. Fantastic increases all round. Thought that might be new.
I think it would, Doc. Excellent idea. Very good. Seamus?
Thank you, sir. I've proceeded quite slowly. My organisational genius being somewhat rusty from disuse in a world that has me marked down as an ignorant Irish git from the land of the bogs and the little people.
Nonsense.
I have discovered a startling disimprovement in organisation. Or should I say, an improvement in disorganisation. Use of office and storage space, the management worker manpower relativity curve, the production and distribution lines, interdepartmental juxta-responsibilities, and the financial situation all give scope for improvement.
Oh, my God, I've picked a bloody genius.
Now, I will distribute to you all some graphs, systems analysis, malfunction breakdowns, and improvement projections that I've made. Oh, dear. I've forgotten to bring them with me.
Oh, splendid, Seamus. Very good.
Sorry about that, sir.
Not at all, not at all. I knew he wouldn't let me down. And I call upon last, and quite probably least, Jimmy.
Thank you. I've not come up with much, thinking not my line, but got something here. There.
What is it?
Well, it isn't really anything.
Brilliant. Completely useless.
I didn't get Brian today without recognising a completely useless machine when I
Impressive. We'll call it the Guess What It's For. Hours of fun for all the family. Working out how to have hours of fun for all the family with it.
I think I can feel a slogan coming on.
Good, well, never mind now. Well, there we are. Useless machines, snappy slogans, sales going up all the time, and Seamus's charts, which I'm sure would have been extremely interesting if he hadn't forgotten to bring them. Well, I think today's meeting shows that any criticisms of my recent appointments look pretty silly.
Oh, Gladys, there's 40% on these old battered biscuit tins. Normally £3, now yours for £4.20.
Oh, look! There's 50% on these old cardboard boxes.
Rott's Great January Sale, all September. Increases up to 50%. You know it makes sense.
Come along, Arthur.
Come in, Gladys.
Cheer up, darling. The sales have been an amazing success.
Yes.
That man on the news came all the way from Wagga Wagga to pay £5 extra for a piano with no keys.
Yes.
Seamus Finnegan's reorganisations have saved us thousands of pounds. We can't make Jimmy's useless machines fast enough, and Tom's adverts have become a national cult.
Yes.
4 appointments, all apparently stupid, all an amazing success. How do you do it, Reggie?
Wish I knew, darling.
You know, when you first made those appointments, it actually crossed my mind that you were trying to destroy the firm.
Oh, did it really, darling? Good Lord. No.
I'm sorry I thought that, Reggie.
Oh, I forgive you, darling. It's all right.
Well, I'm off to bed.
Yes.
Good night, darling.
Good night, darling. Won't be long. Yes.
Busy day tomorrow.
Yes, busy day tomorrow. Yes. Busy day tomorrow, Ponsonby. Busy day tomorrow. Busy day the day after tomorrow. Busy day the day after the day. Busy day every day, Ponsonby. What am I going to do? These 4 appointments have been a ludicrous success. Ponsonby, there's only one thing I can do. Got to sack 'em all. It's no good, Reg. You've just got to sack them. You must be firm. They must all go, all 4 of them. Oh, Tom, come in. Sit down, Tom, sit down. Thank you, Reggie. Thanks.
Oh, Tom, you've been a great success. Your adverts have become a national cult. Yes, it's amazing, isn't it, Reggie? I had no idea I was a publicity person. No, nor did I, Tom, nor did I. Yes, you've been a great success, Tom, but I'm afraid you're sacked. Blunt enough, that should do it. Yes, come in. Oh, Tom, come in, sit down.
Thank you, Reggie.
Well, Tom, you've been a great success. Yes, your adverts have become a national cult.
I'm amazed. I had no idea I was a publicity person.
Nor did I, Tom. No, nor did I. You've been a great success, Tom, but I'm afraid you're... I'm afraid you're not very happy here. No, you're not happy. No, Tom, no, you're miserable in your work, I can tell.
No, I'm not.
No, you are. Let me assure you that you're not happy, Tom. Who's a better judge of whether you're happy or not, me or you?
Me, I should think. I've never been happier in my life, Reggie.
No, you're not, Tom. No, your happiness is a cloak to conceal your misery.
No, I'm getting job satisfaction here, Reggie.
You can't be getting job satisfaction here, Tom.
I mean, anyone could have done my job at the estate agents. Well, you could have done it. But this is different. What I'm going to say to you may sound like conceit, Reggie, but I don't think there's anyone in the world who could do my job here exactly like I do.
Yes, Tom, yes, but nevertheless, Tom, I am afraid you are...
Very happy, Reggie.
Very happy. Good. That's nice to hear. So you'll stay with us then, Tom? Oh, that's good. Splendid, right. Would you send Jimmy in, please, Tom?
Bye-bye, Reggie.
Bye-bye, Tom. Bye-bye. I can't sack Tom for Linda's sake anyway, but Jimmy's a different kettle of fish now. Yes, he'll be fed up. He'll be hating office work. He'll be delighted to leave. Yes, come in. Jimmy, good to see you. Come in. Sit down, Jimmy.
Thanks, Reggie.
Well, still feeling uncomfortable behind an office desk, eh? Still hankering after the smell of cordite, the rumble of distant guns?
No.
Yes, rather what I thought. So... What?
It's a privilege to work with you, Reggie.
Oh, okay. Look, some things aren't easy to say, Jimmy.
We are very happy here.
But, oh, good. You know, life's funny, Jimmy. You know, sometimes one has to make difficult decisions. One has to cause people pain. It's inevitable.
Yeah, lovely working alongside Big Sister, too.
Yes, but nevertheless...
Lunenburg Heath, big exercise, captured Fidel Castro single-handed. Well, it wasn't really Fidel Castro. It's Second Lieutenant Jelly represented Fidel Castro. Proudest moment of my life. Thought I'd never be as happy again. Am.
Oh, good. Well, you're happy then, Jimmy. Good. That.
So, what was this difficult thing you wanted to tell me?
Yes. Send in Doc Morrissey, would you?
Certainly. Wouldn't have thought that was all that difficult to say.
I hope I'll never sack anybody at this rate. Oh, I can't sack Jimmy for Elizabeth's sake. But Doc Morrison, I must try another tack. Yes, I'll pretend I've had a medical report of his. Pretend he's ill. That's the idea. Yes, come in. Doc, come in. Sit.
Hello, Reggie.
Hello, sit down, Doc.
Oh, thank you.
This is a doctor's report, I'm afraid, Doc. Doesn't mean much to me, but you're a doctor, you'll understand it.
Yes?
There's advanced cosonic deficiency of the third test report, incipient nephritic collapse, the hydrophology is weak, and there's faint pullulation of the sphincter scrunges.
I see.
Well, that's a pretty serious combination, Doc, but you don't need me to tell you that.
No. Well, actually, I do, Reggie. I'm a bit vague about some of those terms. They invented a lot of new parts of the body since I was at medical school. It doesn't sound good, Reggie.
Certainly doesn't, Doc.
You'll have to see a doctor. Take 2 of these, Reggie. I'm glad you sent for me.
Hopeless. Shall never sack anybody. Joan, send in Seamus Finnegan. I'm on green. Sack him anyway. I hardly know him. Yes, come in. Oh, Seamus, come in. Sit down, Seamus.
Thank you very much, sir.
Well, how's the reorganisation going?
Very well, sir. Bit too well for you, I think.
What do you mean?
Well, the way I reckon it is this, sir. When you employed me and all those other idiots, You reckon to bring the company to his knees.
On earth should I want to do a ridiculous thing like that?
Well, I'm only a simple Irishman from the land of the bogs and the little people, so... But I think you created this grot shop as a sort of joke to cock one last snook at society. But you found you'd created a monster that grew and grew, so you decided to destroy it. Dame Failure, however, is a perverse mistress. Court her and she hides shyly behind the skirts of life. To your amazement, you found that we were successful. So today, you decided to sack us. You couldn't sack your own. You couldn't sack your own family when it came to it. And you couldn't sack your old friend Doc Morrissey. But Seamus Finnegan, now there was a horse of a different colour. No trouble in sacking him. A simple, tongue-tied Irishman. From the land of the bogs and the little people. Who never did anybody any harm. But built roads. And then got his one big chance to show that he was worth more than the back-breaking burden of toil in the evening of his dull old life.
How would you like a 20% rise?
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, Seamus St. Journey, would you please? Thank you. Joan, sit down, would you please, Joan?
Thank you, Mr.
Joan,
Perrin.
you know, you're more than a secretary to me, Joan. You're a beautiful woman.
Thank you, Mr. Perrin.
Yes, I mean, we know each other so well, Joan. You came to my house, and we almost, you know... And you came to my house again, and we almost... You know, again. Well, that sort of thing brings people close together.
Well, it would have brought us closer together if we had.
Joan. But you're more than a beautiful woman to me as well, Joan. You're a friend.
Thank you, Mr. Perrin.
I can ask your advice, you see, honestly. Joan, tell me, what is to become of me? Well, I'll tell you exactly. I'm going to go on from success to success. Grot, Eurogrot, Macgrot, Taffy Grot, Paddy Grot, Worldwide Grot Incorporated. I'll win the Queen's Award to Industry, and Gay Grot will win the Industry's Award to Queen. Fruit set with no holes will be on display at the Design Centre. Children as yet unborn will wear shirts that say Reggie Perrin rules, OK. I'll be made George Laureate. And when Prince Charles has his first son, I'll write, the bells ring out with pride and joy, our Charlie's given us a boy. I'll get richer and richer and lonelier and lonelier and madder, and I'll refuse to walk on the floor for fear of contamination. And unlike Howard Hughes, who was strangely trusting in that respect, I'll refuse to walk on lavatory paper either. And I'll die rich, emaciated, and alone. And you'll be successful, oh yes. You'll sell your memoirs to the Sun, to the People, the Reggie Perrin I knew, the truth about the Perrin family. And you'll get richer and richer and lonelier and madder, and you will die rich and emaciated and alone. That is what is going to become of me, Joan. That is what is going to become of us, Joan. That is exactly what's going to become of us. Well, thank you very much for this little chat, Joan.
Anytime, Mr. Perrin.
You've been a great help.
Thank you, Mr. Perrin.
Do you know, Joan, I realise now what I'm going to have to do in order to destroy this monster that I have created.
What's that, Mr. Perrin?
I'm going to have to start behaving eccentrically.